but she's right. She's been watching me, listening to me, understanding me, but in the end, it's my choice, and their choice to accept my love or not. But which one do I love? Which one should I approach? That's not even a hard one. There's really only one choice in my mind. One person I've spent the most time with. Someone I've already told my feelings. Naomi. It's Naomi. I don't need the numbers to know that. Iris smiles at me from my phone screen. I knew you'd say that. Of course you did! I've been saying it since day one. But be careful, okay? You two get along great, sure, but this might be more difficult than you think. I pocket my phone and approach Naomi. Whew! Okay, this is gonna get pretty big here, friends. She's on the fringes of the group, just sort of idly twiddling her thumbs, unsure of what to say or do. Hey, Naomi. Oh, hey.
Hey there. Nice evening, isn't it?
It is. Definitely, but I think I know something that would make it nicer.
Really? What's that?
Well, here it comes. Here it comes, Naomi. Let me show you the plots on my left. You've already seen a lot of this little beach town I love to call a home away from home. But there's more to see. Quiet little shops, nice cafes, places where two people can share some moments alone. Naomi, would you do me the honor of going out with me tonight? I can promise an evening you won't forget. Aw, she's blushing! She looks a big shot, but given what I told her back at Donna Wood, not particularly surprised. And she's certainly smiling my way. Then she can finally meet my eyes again.
Oh. Oh, well, then, yeah? You know what? Yes. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yes, I would love to go out with you.
Oh, hype. Oh, so hype. Yay! That build-up, she had to, like, get to that boldness. Great! She stands there, as if glued to the spot. Expression frozen. Cute little blushing.
So, now what?
Now what indeed? Super cute!
I've never actually, I've never actually gone out on a date, like, ever.
It's okay, Naomi, don't worry. Don't worry, don't overthink this. I've got this. Pick her up, throw her over your shoulder now? I think that's abduction. That's a little bit different, March. To be honest, you cried during the Ashley date?
I mean, okay, there was someone back in elementary school who poured apple juice down my shirt and then told me we were going out, but I don't think that counts.
I don't think that counts either.
It doesn't count, right?
No. Oh boy. I knew Naomi was a bit reclusive, but not to this extent. I mean, I am inclined to tease her quite a bit. But you're a small queen bee would pick you up. You're not small, you're terrifying, but literally also true. Yes. Do I tease her? I'm inclined to tease her. Or do I Do I try to minimize? I don't really want to minimize it. Ah! Ah! I'm gonna tease her. I'm gonna tease her. Well, first, it's okay. I can walk you through the steps. First, the prospective partners mutter the unspoken prayer to Cupid Thulu, the Shadow Lord of romantic entanglements. The next phase involves candles and chanting. Okay, I'm not that socially underdeveloped. Thank you very much. Sorry. Jeez. She lets out a deep sigh. The joke broke the tension, at least. Just because I don't have much practical experience dating doesn't mean I'm hopeless. I've watched plenty of romantic anime and stuff. Although, normally at this point, in an anime, the credits roll, that's the end of the series. I'm actually not sure what comes next. She's not wrong there. That is what always happens. A little bit of teasing can't hurt, right? Elegant Mom, hello, 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 Mama, hearts and hugs. Everybody, that is my mom properly using her Twitch account to chat. I'm quick study, sure. I can figure it out as I go along. Yeah, I'm an intelligent woman. What's yet another skill to master? Okay, so where do we go for this date? Somewhere normal and date-like? Somewhere totally expected for this sort of thing? I insist! I'm tempted to suggest a movie, something simple and easy, but the nearest theater's too far away. Well, there's dance clubs, restaurants, bars. A bar, yes! That's normal. And there's a barcade here on the boardwalk with games and everything. That'll be perfect. Okay, let's do a bar. Going to the barcade. Depends on the anime, right? You sure? Of course, yes. I can do this. It'll be fine. Let's get moving. And she's off, striding with swift purpose right down the boardwalk. It takes me a moment to catch up, actually. She's very excited about this. And, like, very much wants to figure it out, get out of this awkward moment. You can feel it. Naomi walks so quickly there's not much point to small talk. At first, I assume she's super excited to be going out with me. But from the way she's avoiding my looks, I'm wondering. This is more nerves than anything else. I hope I haven't made a mistake. She's going along with it, making a big show of being excited, enthusiastic, but the whole thing feels a bit awkward. Like she's trying just for my sake. Well, she is trying for your sake. She's into you. She doesn't know what she's doing, though. Oh, wow. It's very crowded. Naomi, we are gonna go for a walk. Moonlit, on the beach. Trust me. Your playthrough Naomi and Queen Bee teased you when you went to ask Ashley out? Nice. To try and use this medium. You're doing very good, Mama. You are doing very good. I think this might be the most that you've chatted in Twitch chat. Like, super crowded. Crap, I forgot that Naomi doesn't like hordes of people. I make sure to stick by her side as we push through the throng to find a table. Unfortunately, the only two-seater is near the middle of the action, not a quiet side spot. Hello everybody, how are you doing today? I'm listening in to test the volume. Because it changed last night for the Are You Afraid of the Dark game. But it sounds good, I think. So I think I set it back right. So we're gonna go with that for now. Let me know if it's not good. So hello everybody, how are you doing tonight? It is Friday, I have a bit of a headache. It kinda isn't fun, but hey, it is what it is. And we're gonna play some Arcade Spirits, and that'll help me get over my headache. This is my theory. This is my theory. Some video game therapy. Okay. So, once we left off, we had gone out on a magnificent date with the lovely Naomi. We tried going to like a barcade. It didn't really work out for us. It kind of backfired, really. But the evening was saved because Naomi managed to get her hands on Gavin's van, and we went to a different bar where she purchased some broken Pengu video game arcade. And we fixed that up, more or less. More or less fixed that up. Hello, Tia! How are you doing, sweetheart? Hearts and hugs. I hope you're having a, in your case, lovely Friday or Saturday morning. How are you doing? Yeah, let's switch into the game right here and begin chapter 6. Are we beginning chapter 6? Or did we just finish chapter 6 and we're beginning chapter 7? I'm not sure. It will tell us. It will tell us. But it is time for the kissy faces. Aw, yeah. It's midnight. I know, because you're like 5 hours ahead in the future, which would make it Saturday in the morning. It is the future year 20XX. And my dream has come true. Everything I've ever aspired to has been accomplished. I've got nothing else to do with my life. Okay, let's be honest. You asked me 2 months ago if my dream involved being the event coordinator at a video arcade. I'd stared at you. I would have stared at you kind of funny. You had 2 heads, you'd be 10 hours. I would put you in like... Now, I'm not really good at geography, but would that put you in, like, the China-ish area? 10 hours ahead of me? Pumpkin. That's literally where my arm needs to be. Even now, it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I'm here, I'm successful, and I'm happy. She's accomplished the impossible. Even now it sounds ridiculous, but... Or wait, no. This is my dream. Look at that smile. Ever since the Funsplosion, business has been booming. Funplex is packed with players day in, day out. Kids, teens, the college crowd, the nostalgic ones looking for old games they remember. I've run 3 events so far. We started rotating our games out of storage into play to keep things fresh. High scoreboards are constantly shifting. 5 hours ahead, then 2 heads is 10 hours. I got the pun, but then I tried to figure out what 10 hours would actually be. Where 10 hours would actually be. In fact, things are going so well, Gavin's hinted that maybe we should start looking into a second location. Oh my. But this will always be home. Seeing the smiles on coworkers and gamers alike, watching my friends laugh and play in good spirits, that's working for me and it's bringing me joy in turn. I won't argue why. In fact, I barely understand why. But I'm happy, and that's better than I've been in years of going with the flow. Going with the flow never brought me this much enjoyment. Oh, something bad is gonna happen. Let's say by this point, I've soundly broken the family curse. Maybe everything doesn't have to fall apart from under me. Maybe I could just be happy. This here's us building that wall just so that it can be knocked down. Maybe this is where I'm meant to be. Sign here, please, delivery guy. Huh? A bicycle messenger nudges a slim envelope my way. Again, trying to catch my attention. Snapped out of my happy little trance immediately. What am I signing, sir? Yep, that's gonna happen. Bad, yeah. Right, no problem. Jotting down my signature, he drops off the envelope and heads right out. On out the door, no time for Moopy or a round of pinball, it seems. Deliveries to make. Curious, I open it. Allicator, you are cordially invited to dine and discuss business matters at Deko's Palace with CEO Deko Nami. Oh no. Oh, to the no. Meeting time will be 7 in the evening. Sharp. You may bring a guest of your choosing. Free Royal Value Swipe card. Available for enjoyment of games prior to meeting. What? They be headhunting. Yeah, it's Deko Nami. The bad guys. I read through it a few more times, trying to parse all the curly cues and swirls and swooshes, although that doesn't clear my confusion of the whole matter. Soon, Francine looks up from her knitting, curious about the letter as well. Although, she seems to already have an idea of what it says. I suppose it's about that time, isn't it? Huh?
Oh, dear.
Time for that fellow to make another attempt at wooing me. Double, huh? Rather, at wooing my beloved Funplex. Let me guess. Deko Nami of Deko's Palace sent you a fancy invitation with all sorts of fancy writings. Oh yeah, hello, Nikki!
Hello.
How are you doing? Hearts and hugs! Everybody, if you're not checking out Nikki already, you should be doing so. A lovely maritime streamer. How are you doing? What is going on? Nebula, Nikki. Okay. That's accurate, yes. Dying of heartburn? That's not good. You have some Tums? Or whatever else you take for heartburn? That's not good at all. No, water doesn't help heartburns, does it? Milk? Does milk help heartburn? Like calcium? I think calcium helps heartburn. Tums and chocolate milk. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. That doesn't sound too bad. Some lung ice. But this is pregnancy heartburn. It won't go away. Oh no! Oh, there's nothing you can do about that. That's gonna take you like a few months and like 18 years to solve that problem. 13 weeks left. Girl, you gonna pop. It will be gone. Oh, that's exciting though. That's really exciting. What are you doing tomorrow? We have a meetup tomorrow. You should come say hello. And bring the little one and we can all say hello. It's quite scary. I can see that. I can see how it could be very, very scary. The 26 weeks over with, yes. That's a good way of looking at it. Way more done than left. How much? 13 weeks. That's like 3 months? 3 months-ish? That's not too bad. I mean, I say that as the non-pregnant lady. Of course it's not too bad for me. Tomorrow you're not gonna go to bed? I've been feeling like shit all week, so you're gonna enjoy not having responsibility? Sounds fair. Sounds like a very solid plan. I cannot fault you for it. I would totally be doing that, but I've promised so many things. And like tomorrow is my optimum time to do it. Like we're replacing the floor in my bedroom, then I've got to move the stuff in this room into my bedroom so that we can get ready to replace the floor here. Ow. I've got some other things I need to do. Gonna go to the meetup because I want to hang out with the peeps. Because that's a lot of fun. And then I've got podcasts to edit. So many things. But Nikki, this is what we'll do. We'll tell you what we'll do. We'll drive by your house and honk horns really loud. I don't know where you live, but like if I do that all over the Greater Moncton area, I'm sure eventually we'll get the right spot. Drive on every street, just beep, 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 beep. Sounds like a good plan, right? I think it is. You're buying a makeup mirror tomorrow with your cash stash? I read that in the wrong order, but I think it still made sense. And maybe some running tights if you don't chicken out? Ooh. Well, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. I have so many gym leggings now. They're like my favorite. If they were a little bit warmer, they would be all I wear 24/7. Okay, let's read some of this here. That's accurate, yes. It's not the first time. He invited my dear Frederick and I over in 1980X to talk about selling the Funplex, and we turned him down flat. Oh, Francine, you're fantastic. Then, in 1990X, when home game consoles were poised to take back the arcade crowd, he suggested we sell. We turned him down again. Because we're badass. Now it's 20XX, and he's at it again. A gentleman would know when to quit, but he's got tenacity, and can't fault him for that. No, he's just trying to do his business. Why would a big-time arcade operator like Konami care that much about us? We're small-time. Well, you see, dear Ellie, he can A, eliminate the competition, or use us to drive competition. There's different ways to do that. Jack up all our prices and be like, look, there's like this arcade here, but they're really expensive and not as good as this other place. Let's go to the other place. Cross promotion if they want to be a little bit more amicable. So many things. No offense. Come now. If anyone should be offended, it's you! Calling yourself small-time Ellie Cater. You've put in so much work to make my little arcade soar. I bet that's why he's knocking on our door again. We're thriving, and that's lured him back in. Tennis City, X number of cities? It's a lot of cities. Like, Gruyere cheese and the mousetrap. I don't know if I pronounced that word right at all. So wait. Are we the cheese and the trap?
My oh my.
That depends how clever you are, my dear. Right. So, I'm the cheese, although I prefer to be a nice mozzarella. That's a lie. I prefer to be a nice Gouda. Or, especially lately, and I blame every single one of you, Pepper Jack. What is it? Habanero with jalapenos? I think that's what it's called. That one. Whatever that one is. That's really good cheese. Although I'm not really spicy IRL. I have none of that kick. So I don't know if that really maybe I'm a Parmesan. Smell kind of funny, but I am delicious. I don't know. Oh, I might have to seriously think about what kind of cheese I am. Cheddar for you, Tia? Delicious, delicious cheddar. Cheese types aside, you want me to ignore the invite then? Oh, heavens no. You need to take him up on, like, the free food. You go out, you schmooze a little, learn all his secrets, then you come back to the arcade. That's what you do. Contrary to what people say about the fellow, he's very much a man of his word. I always accept his invitation. Always hear him out. It's only fair and proper. You're probably a low liquid cheese, cause depressed? Aww! Although I don't really think I know enough about cheese to know what a low liquid cheese means. I could be like the cheese with a bunch of holes in it, just cheddar, right? With a bunch of holes in it, because like, sometimes I'm not all there. I thought he was, like, the arcade scene's greatest evildoer.
Let's be sensible.
That's a bit grandiose, no? Certainly plenty of rumors of his questionable methods abound. But that's all they are. Rumors. Exaggerations. Tales to tell. Maybe save us a hard cheese? Puma with the biddies! Hugs, Puma, thank you for them biddies. Look at them dancing cupcakes. How are you doing? Cute little cupcakes. What is going on, Puma? Politeness should be met with politeness. That's how you conduct proper business. And that's what the Funplex is all about. Francine moves to rise from her seat near the ticket desk, but pauses, leaning heavily on a glass countertop while looking strained. I move to help, but she waves me away and sits back down. Oh, don't worry about me, little old me. I just stood up too quickly, that's all. Just out of breath, Francine, you and me both. You and me both. That's all the time. All good now that the week is done? That's good. I'm really glad. I'm hoping to get over like a headache, but otherwise, I'm also really good. Bit of a headache though. That's less fun. But Ellie, I think it'd be best if you could go in my stead. Puma with the host as well. Puma, thank you so much. Always for the hosts and the support. It's very much appreciated. Hearts and hugs. Me? Let's be serious now. These old bones aren't as spry as they once were. And I think you'd have a good time there. Well, an interesting time at any rate. You can count on me. I do like the being dapperest. Although I wouldn't be villainous, that's the problem with this sentence. I'm gonna be dapper AF going to this fancy-dancy shindig. But you can count on me. I'll represent the Funplex. Say no more. I'd be happy to represent the Funplex with dignity. When you stand up too quickly, your blood pressure tanks and you get dizzy? Yeah. I get that. I get that. I've been better for the most part lately, but when I have a headache and stuff like that, it kind of happens more often. Felix says you need to lean back into your job as a cat bed, so you'll be lurking for a bit. Puma, lurk away and do your noblest of duties, providing Felix with a cozy spot and the occasional pets and scritches behind the ears. It's very important. Very important and very commendable. Good, good. But remember, offer only as much respect as you are given. If you should be uncouth, you have my permission to be uncouth as well. There are many exploiters and users in this industry, and undoubtedly Dekonami ranks in their numbers. So smile if he smiles, but use caution. So go there, turn him down. Got it. The slowness of her response is a bit concerning. I trust you to make the right decision for everyone. See, I feel like this is a thing that she should be sending, like, me and Gavin? Or, I mean, Gavin and Naomi, or Gavin, I mean, I think I've only been there for 2 months. Which is not so the Funplex, right?
But I don't feel that's my call to make anymore, dear.
Francine, it's your Funplex. It's yours. It is your call.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but I spend most of my time at home these days. Or napping at home.
Nothing wrong with that, Francine. You, like, no offense, but you are getting up there in ages. You should be staying at home napping. I mean, I guess, like, if you're coming into the arcade because you need to be here, that's different, but if you're coming into the arcade because you like being here when you have the energy, that's different. If you want me to sell the arcade so that you can just stay home, nap, and take care of yourself, that's a whole different thing, girly. It's your arcade.
Funplex isn't really about me. Not anymore. It's so much more than Francine's Arcade Funplex now.
It's Francine and her kids, sort of, with an asterisk. Arcade Funplex.
It's about you. It's about your co-workers. It's about all our regulars. You've made me realize that. And I'm thankful.
Well, but I'm thankful for the opportunity, and those people, Dekonami is not, like, if they wanted Dekonami, they would be at Dekonami. Your kingdom is mine to rule, but seriously. This is your dream as well as mine. You're the one that started this place, Francine. You had a dream of a place where people can have fun, relax, and make friends. I feel like even entertaining the idea of selling it is, well, it feels wrong. Disrespectful to you and your dream. Oh, you're a peach, dear. Such peach. But times are always changing. I'm an old fuddy-duddy, stuck in her ways. Maybe the time has come to change how the Funplex does things. That's, yeah, no, we're doing that. That's, you have an event manager now. change in how we do things. We're almost back to the heyday of 1980X, thanks to the changes you've made, so I won't say you can't decide to sell if it's a change you think we need to do. Please keep an open mind. She sighs deeply, looking more tired than usual. That would be, again, the biggest reason I would sell is to give, like, Francine a big wad of cash and be like, look, you just take care of yourself. That would be, like, reason numero uno. It's only afternoon and I'm already worn out. I haven't even done anything but sit here and knit all day. Look, I have never knitted before in my life, but the people I do know who have knitted, I would assume that's pretty exhausting. Looks like a lot of work. Knitting takes a lot of concentration. That's not nothing. If you're feeling pooped, you could take a few days off, go home, get some rest. All the same, I'd rather come in for work tomorrow, even if there's little work for me to do. I love being here. This is my true home. And see, that would be a reason not to sell it, because you like coming here. I mean, I guess you could still come here if Dekonami owned it, but it depends on what Dekonami does with the place, and I wouldn't trust them not to shut it down. So, yet you want me to keep an open mind about this deal?
Like I've told you, life can be a difficult series of trade-offs. What I want and what it should be are often different things. I'm relying on you to do right by everyone I love. If selling is in their best interest to keep this dream going, so be it.
I mean, Gavin may find that interesting.
No matter what you decide.
But I don't even think that. I don't even think Gavin would want that.
I knew there was something special about you when I hired you to replace my grandson.
Now, if he's like, I'm gonna give you and every employee at the Funplex, I don't know, $20 billion. Yeah, no, that's definitely in the best interest of all of us. We can all go open up our own tiny arcades. Many of them.
You are the brightest spirit at the Funplex. And while we may not be blood, I'm happy to consider you part of my family.
Aw, Francine, I consider you part of my family too. It's very important. I'm very, very much fond of the idea of, like, we get to choose our family, our real family. Blood doesn't mean family. You're the grandma I never had, Francine. Does that mean I could borrow the car, Mom? Ooh, I like that one. Aitsu! Hello, 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 Hearts and Hugs! You're crying for this part, oh no! Oh no! I really, really want to do this one. Does that mean I could borrow the car, Mom? But I also really want to do this one. You're the grandma I never had, Francine! I never knew my grandmothers. Either of them. They died when I was really young. I feel like you've filled that role. You've become the grandmother I never had, Miss Francine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome home, Ellie. You'll always be welcome here. As long as I don't sell the place. If I sell the place, who knows if it'll stick around. Edge, how are you doing? Hearts and hugs. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely, 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 lovely Friday evening. With another deep sigh, Francine eases herself out of her chair. Now, I think I'll take your suggestion and head on home. Well, for today anyway. I'll be here bright and early in the morning to hear how things went with Mr. Nanny. I know you'll make the right decision. Good night, Ellie. Be well. Make the right decision. Okay. Okay, oh boys. You're good, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I have a bit of a headache, but I'm hoping playing video games will distract me enough from that. But otherwise, doing very, very well. Had a good day at work today. Still not keen to sell out my dream. I just can't see it. If we sell out, well, I've tried so hard, I've gone so far, but in the end, did it ever really matter? And in the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, they did do it. They did do it. I just didn't read that far. Looking forward to more arcade spirits? Me too. Although Aitsu's crying has me a little bit concerned. That's what old Ellie would have said. That everything's going to collapse in on itself, so why get emotionally invested? But new Ellie grabs onto what she wants with both hands and does not let go. If Francine wants me to hear him out, okay, but I seriously doubt this is going to change my mind. Now, who do I want to take as my plus one? Beep beep, Ellie! Well, the two obvious choices are date night with Naomi or Gavin. Gavin will want to sell, Naomi won't want to sell. Pumpkin must have had a rough day too, all worn out, sleepy kidder. She, look at her, look at her back. Oops, wrong one. She, had, a pretty busy day. She came upstairs, hung out with me while I worked, because I was working upstairs. The dog came around. She doesn't like spending any time near the dog, so... You wanna come as my date? I'm your girl Friday. But I'm afraid you're not my type. My type being USB compatible, of course. Of course. You know Gavin's response, but you don't want to spoil? Well, so I'm torn on Gavin. Like, he definitely likes the money side of things, but he might not want to sell because that's getting rid of his chaos. And he likes his chaos. I sensed you were in a state of deep ponderance and wanted to help. You're thinking who to take to the meeting. Yeah, I mean, Naomi's the obvious choice. I'm sure she'd have some opinions on Deco's palace. True, as part of the Funplex family, Naomi would be a good pick. But this is a business meeting. You may want to consider widening your options. Naomi will support your decision either way. It's clear she trusts you. True. Okay then. So is this me choosing who to take, or is this just me talking about people with Iris? I think this is just me talking. Or is this me choosing? No, this is me choosing. It is business-like way, could assess the quality, got a good eye for culture, there's the gamer scene, knows business and gaming in equal amounts, so that would make him a good candidate. But I mean, I'm still kinda... Puma says Percy? Say, take Percy with me? Well, so... Here's the tricky part, like, the problem that I have with Percy specifically is he doesn't work for the arcade. He's ingrained in the arcade's culture. And I mean, Naomi is my girl. If I don't take her, will she get mad at me? If I do take her, will she get mad at me? Naomi or Percy? Those are my top two picks. Take Pumpkin? Pumpkin, we're going to an arcade. She would not like that. Oh, golly no. That would be too much noise and too many people. She would not like that at all. The other thing that's gonna happen is if I take Naomi, everybody else is gonna be like, you took Naomi because she's your girlfriend! That's not sound business acumen. think I want to take Naomi. I think, because I don't really want to take Gavin. I don't really... The arcade dreams that I have, I think leans more towards a Naomi. Let's take our girl. I fire off a quick text to Naomi to summon her from the murky depths of her tiny workshop. Murky depths? Why are they murky? That's, concerning, isn't it? Gotta reply to that. 1 second here. There's this quick little message that I need to reply to. This is the right place. Hey, Ren the Wolf! Hearts and hugs! Welcome, welcome! How are you doing? I hope you're having the most fantabulous time. I must comment on your lovely, lovely name. Oh, wait, welcome to our program. With you, we are one step closer to solving our syntax error. I must compliment you on your name. One of my best friends in World of Warcraft, for the longest time, she's still my best friend. She's actually my ex. Used the name Aren for her night elf. Good. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Yeah, okay, that's the right address. 1 second. I gotta send this message off. Very important. There we go. Okay. Back to our girl. Hi, what's up? Wanna go out for dinner? Maybe see a movie? Naomi, have I got a proposition for you? Not a proposal, not yet, but a proposition. I had a different sort of date in mind. I mean, I would rather do your thing. Not gonna lie, Naomi. Now, don't freak out when I say this, okay? I'm already freaking out, I think. I know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have led with that, Naomi. Francine wants us to meet with Deco Nami to discuss what's hopefully a joint venture, but more likely a buyout. Okay, now I'm not freaking out. I'm freaking annoyed.
Ugh.
The nerve of that guy thinking he could toss money around and step on every little arcade out there. I know you don't like Deco's palace, but I need your help on this, Naomi. You know arcades better than anyone here. I want to get an accurate look into how Deco runs things. Will you come with me? Okay. I won't like it, but okay. Naomi's pout face, right? Just the... I can't do it. Can't do it. But she does have a wonderful, wonderful pout face. Just do the right thing, yeah? Turn him down. I'll go wrap up my work and join you in a minute. Whew. Don't make a big deal out of this. Don't make a big deal out of this. Don't make a big deal out of this. This is the plan. We go there, we sticker how awful the place is, tell Deco to shove it, go home, then everything's back to the way it should be. It's going to be fine. Everything is fine. This isn't the first time I've said that. Everything is gonna be fine. Naomi offers to drive us across town to Deco's palace. Contrary to the talk before, we don't exchange many words. Oh no! I'm deep in thought, running through all the possibilities of what could happen. I can't shake this feeling. Something's off. Even looking at the glow-on neon temple in the distance, my stomach knots, and I feel uneasy. When we finally pull up, a valet takes the car, and glitzy blinking lights blind our eyes. Holy smokes! This place already sounds awful. Hesitantly, I look over at Naomi. That smile reassures me enough to continue onwards. This is for me, my friends, the Funplex. I've got this. I've got it. I pause momentarily, inhaling the cool air around me, and then open the door. The inside does not look quite as nice as the outside was described. Deco's Palace. I've actually been here before. I think my 6th birthday party was here. I barely remembered it, but I think I had fun. Maybe? Probably? I mean, it's arcade games, right? Can't not have fun. But on entering it as an adult, my first reaction is... Okay, my first reaction is, boy, is that a weird smell. A mix of chicken grease, beer, sweaty kids. My second reaction is, jeez, it's noisy. Visually noisy and sound-type noisy. All the chaos of a Vegas casino. A jumble of lights and bells and whiz-bangs. Yeah, no, this place sounds awful. Just sounds bad. You've definitely not had fun in an arcade before? That's fair. I'm pretty sure I've had not fun in arcades before too, but anxiety's gonna anxiety, right? Yeah, that's the problem. Once we acclimate to the new environment, we're escorted in and given VIP Royal Value swipe cards. No tokens, no quarters, just a card of indeterminate points to spend. We've got a little over an hour to kill before the meeting. Time to see what's at the palace. Ugh, my skin crawls just looking at this. Oh, but Naomi, you're so cute. It's trying to do too much all at once. Is it an arcade, a family restaurant, a sports bar, a casino, an esports venue? Yes, 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 and yes. Meaning, you get drunks, super competitive players, super casual players, and tons of kids all jammed into the same place. So it's for drunk preteen fighting game champs? So their target demographic is boost out 10-year-olds who throw shurikens between gobbling down hot wings and yanking a slot machine lever? Good one! Sounds about right. I think the goal is to have something for everyone, but that means it's not particularly great at any one of those things. I don't really mind any of those things, but mix them, and it's got this weird casino and kids arcade, notably, that's just wrong. Yeah, get that girl smiling. It's my goal. It's my goal to keep her happy. Let's just get on with this. I'll go do a quick inventory of their game section, catch up with you later, if I don't see you over there. But I wanted to play games with you, Naomi! Okay, some time to kill. But not that much time to kill. I'll need to be choosy. Let's see. What do I want to check out? Waiting for my dinner date with Destiny. I want to see what games they have. Like, this is an arcade. I decided to focus on trying to find games. Like, actual games. Except the whole place is basically full of slot machines. They're in different shapes, sizes, colors. None have a traditional one-armed bandit look to avoid running afoul of legal issues, but they're still slot machines. Every game here has maybe a single button to stop a wheel or a colored light or try to line up the dots or something. The really complex ones? 3 buttons.
Hey, listen.
Hold me up above your head. Like this? Visual scan, silly. I'll look for games you might be familiar with. With a shrug, I hoist my phone high in the air. Flash goes off, then I resume looking at Iris, sitting in my screen.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Let's skip the music, that didn't take long. Good high bandwidth public Wi-Fi in here to my cloud processors. Seeing lots of driving, shooting games. Easy for casual players to pick up and play. Over in the esports section, there's dancing games and Fists of Discomfort. We've got all those things too, but not seeing any joysticks. Hinky girl. Girl. Is the game defined by having a particular input device? And no, not really, and I know most modern games are touchscreen based and so on, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like an arcade without a stick or two. Oh, I found something. Back in that section over there with the green lighting. Head that way, that way! Weave through the crowd, past endless color cycler ticket games, past crane games, past light stackers, past games based on popular game shows, and find Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Gonna have to tell Percy about this when I get back. I'd be happy to know there's more than one Moopy in this neighborhood, except... Wait, it's only got one button. No joystick at all. What did they do? Researching. One moment. Curious, I swipe my card through slot and push the button. And Moopy runs around the maze by himself, or tries to, anyway, before running headfirst into a monster and dying. Machine spits out 3 measly tickets and suggests I swipe again for another try. What?! Moopy's Super Maze, created in 20X, a company bought the expired rights to the Moopy brand and developed a game of chance with it. Well, bleep, that's weak! Well, hello there, teenager. I like your shirt, and your jacket, and your hair. Puts a deco playing card on the cabinet and taps me on the shoulder, drawing my
What's
attention. Hey, I'm calling next, Kay. Teenage retro gamer. Doesn't sound like she's playing a retro game. Who's she? I don't know. She's some retro gamer. Yeah, whatever. Knock yourself out. Thanks. I'm the master of this game, you know. The master. The key is the time when you push the button. You'll avoid the nasties that way. It's not great for tickets, no, not great, but it's Moopy. So that's cool, yeah? Teenage retro gamer, let me tell you about this place called the Funplex. You want a real retro game. Teenager ick. Old school represent! Kid, you're like, I don't know, 12? She extends a fist to me, and I look awkwardly at her for a second before I realize I'm supposed to fist bump. The youngins these days. I've yet to play a real Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Real deal. Always wanted to. You should come down to the Funplex. We've got one. I'm the event coordinator there. I'd be happy to comp you a few tokens. We've also got a high score chaser who can offer tips. Tap phones with me. I'll send you the address. Seriously? Heck yeah! You're cool for an old person. Super cool. Ahem. An old person? Teenager. What do you mean an old person? Old? I'm barely 10 years older than this kid, but whatever. Whatever. Fine. Clink phones exchanging a business card via Bluetooth. They still use Bluetooth in 20XX? You know, my crew used to go to this great little arcade on the other side of town, till Deco's Palace bought it and scrapped all the games. Now it's all kid stuff for kiddies. My hope for this business meeting? Now sinking. So, did he sell off all the classic games? Nah, he scrapped them, trashed them. It's all leftover smashed up bits of Ms. Pack behind the place in a dumpster.
This sucks.
That's a bleeping shame. The way the old man always 86's unwanted games, guess he doesn't want competitors getting their hands on them. No, sir. She gives a shrug. Yeah, no, this is not gonna go well. Can't say I like it, but what can you do? That's life. I mumble a thank you, then wander off, a bit dazed. How could anybody do that to games?
What?
I just overheard that. OMG, is he serious? Deco just destroys old games? Sounds like it. I wonder if that's why he sent a buyer to Donna Wood, just to get more rare games off the market. Seems like a waste, but...
Objection.
The nerve. To disrespect these classic games that way, he must be struck down in the name of justice. I am so far with you. You'll take Boopy for my cold, dead hands. I'm just as upset, but we need to be careful. We can't cause a scene. I get that you're upset, Naomi. Right now, we're in the belly of the beast. We need to sit down with Deco Nami, smile, nod our heads, turn them down, leave on good terms. We do not want someone that vindictive on our bad side, do we? You're right, Ellie. I'll keep my cool, I promise. But I don't have to like it. Nami wanders off to frown deeply at other games. I think I've had enough of the retro games abattoir for now. Where to next? Let's go check out the tournament. Sound of it, there's a big tournament running in the dedicated esports section near the back. Let's check it out. They've got no fewer than 10 Fists of Discomfort machines, all of them occupied by players in pro team jerseys and jackets. The crowd's red hot, cheering on their heroes. As the back and forth resource battle of the world's most popular fighting strategy game plays out before them. Although the banner hanging above it all does make me shudder. Deco's Palace presents the Choco Energy Max Power Quench and Pizza Yums Friday Night Fisting. Oh boys, does that ever sound like an evening. That Friday Night Fisting. You're in for a big one. Freezing, no!
When you have pizza on a bagel.
See, even these gamers know when pizza's on a bagel, you can... No, Iris. Oh god, please no. I haven't had one of those in weeks, not since I started being able to afford real food. You just don't appreciate the sublime majesty of combining two of the greatest bread-related snack products into one hybrid masterpiece. Look, Iris, you can't even eat food. You don't know what you're talking about. Hang on. I sense a disturbance in the crowd. What the bleep? I call hacks, you cheater! Rando Calician. Two competitors step away from the game, start shouting and shoving each other. Hope this doesn't escalate. Now it's a full-on fight like an actual awkward grapple and... Why? I mean, he's got the same logo that Teenager had. Yeah, kick his ass! Oh, they all do. Don't take any of that bleep from him. Did I just tell them a spot they can go hang out? We're gonna get some rowdy-ass teenagers at our place? Because I ain't having none of that. Destroy that mother bleeper! Violent altercation detected. You want me to call emergency services? Because Palace has security guards, they should be able to handle this. Two gamers both flail wildly at each other. One swing actually makes contact, blood dribbling down the corner of a mouth. Any second now? People with black shirts that have security printed across their chest just stand there, letting it happen. Is this a gang? I think it might be. It might be a gang. No one's doing anything to stop this. The crowd is eating it up, feeding off the cutthroat energy. Only after half a minute of this nonsense does the security actually step in. Much to the crowd's dismay, the two angry gamers are still cursing, kicking as they're finally pulled apart. Tough crowd. So much for friendly competition. I don't think I can really learn anything from this. I run clean events at the Funplex and have a zero tolerance policy for salty bastards. Time to move on. Actually, the meeting's right around the corner. No more time to explore. After seeing a little bit of what Deco Palace has to offer, I'm still sticking to the plan. Yeah, there's nothing here. No comment? But you think you'll love their group's name? Ooh. The Funplex has more kind and caring spirit than this place. I don't see Deco really embracing their ideals. It's now 7 p.m. sharp. Deco Nami's waiting for you. Is that time already? Time sure flies when you're having fun? Investigating? Fun investigating? Quickly send a text to Naomi before nervously wringing my sweaty hands together. I let the sounds and sights of Deco wash over me and I retreat deep within myself. One scene comes to mind as I remind myself of what she told me on my first day.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
No doubt you'll find yours as well. Gives me momentary respite and I smile. I know exactly what must be done, and I'm going to go in there and do it. I only ended up waiting a minute or two before I was reunited with Naomi. Without having to introduce ourselves, the staff swoops in, anticipating our arrival, and ushers us further inside the restaurant. We're treated like royalty, as they pull out chairs for us and we sit down at our reserved table. This actually sounds more creepy than anything, considering the arcade seems kind of like a hole in the wall, like, not a hole in the wall, like a cesspool of filth and villainy. Amongst the families huddled around the ginormous plates of pizza, chicken tenders, we stick out like a sore thumb. An actual linen tablecloth drapes over our table, accompanied by fancy little candles to set the mood, I guess? Nice bottle of champagne on ice. The carafe of cucumber lime infused water also sits before us. Deco apparently spares no expense, at least not with his special guests. I feel greasy just sitting here. Yeah, no, I'm getting that vibe too. And I'm not even in the video game, Naomi, and I'm getting that vibe. Like, I feel like I need to go wash my hands. I think that kid threw a french fry in my hair. This won't take long, I promise. Not real impressed by what I've seen here tonight. Okay, and I promise not to, like, leap across the table and throttle the guy. I'll just keep quiet unless I see a reason to jump in. Speak up if you need to speak up, Naomi. I brought you with me for a reason. I know, just... I'll keep my worst impulses in check, is what I'm saying. Right, here we go. Once again, the staff takes care of our needs as our food is delivered promptly. Faster than the other families seated here who have been waiting some time, judging by the expansive crayon work on the kids' placemats. Not surprisingly, we get a few side glances our way. But before any of us can chow down, the man of the hour arrives. Ellie Cater. You see that? Do you see what he's got on? I mean, I like his little brooch thing there. That's pretty cool, but that does not scream I'm a jerk. Actually, it doesn't. I know some pretty styling people, but
it's an honor to break bread with you.
Likewise. Not quite sure why I'm taken aback by his presence. He looks decidedly ordinary. Ordinary? People walk around with that much bling? And that's ordinary? I was ready for an over-the-top 1920s ex-mob boss, fedora and all. Okay, he doesn't have the fedora, but he's got the rest of it. You're not a fan already? It's Captain Fascist. the guy that Mark Muir voiced. Deco and Emmy can take a short walk off a high cliff. Sure, there's the jeweled walking cane and the rings on his fingers. Clearly he likes showing off his money. But Deco, he's not some caricature. He's just an ordinary guy in a suit. No, an ordinary guy in a suit would be like friggin' Gavin. Did you not see Gavin? When I pictured the grand poobah of Deco's palace, I pictured someone more like, well, Hamza, I guess. No, Hamza is also wonderful. He offers a simple smile and nod of the head as we begin. It's a shame Miss Francine couldn't join us. I was looking forward to enjoying her sweet smile once more. But that said, I'm always happy to meet with, Naomi. That's right. Miss Fairchild, Chief Technician of the Funplex. Welcome.
I take it Francine has kept you up to speed and explained our prior meetings to you?
She absolutely has. She mentioned you wanted to buy the Funplex, and that she's politely declined.
Always a courteous woman she is.
Good.
Now, I don't feel I need to waste your time with the facts and figures illustrating why Deco's Palace is and always has been the premier family entertainment arcade.
Yep. Don't need to see your numbers.
Both of you are intimately familiar with the arcade industry. You know how things are, how they'll always be. We are the 800-pound gorilla.
And that's fine. You can be the 800-pound gorilla. That's a big gorilla. Indeed. That doesn't mean there isn't room for smaller, more boutique affairs such as the Funplex. Boutique, he says. I should have probably felt insulted by that.
Let me explain.
Frankly, the winds of change are blowing. Smaller arcades need to move with the times, or be swept aside. I want to help you evolve. What I'd like to propose is a change of ownership. In return for a very generous compensation package, one Miss Francine can easily retire on for the rest of her years. And that would be the #1 reason to sell it. But I would take over ownership of the Funplex to evolve it into its final form. Deco's Fun Zone. And what's a fun zone?
Think about this.
It's a new concept I've been trying at some of my smaller satellite locations. A best of both worlds scenario. Honestly, the Funplex is simply too limited in size to host the full Deco Palace experience of fun, family, food, and excitement. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. You'll beat your chest in someone else's face. Instead of installing a restaurant or a bar, we simply focus on your strengths, your games. You become a game center rather than a palace. We'd need to replace some of your outdated machines, of course, bringing it up to speed with the standards of excellence Deco's Palace is known for. But overall, I think this would be a win for all involved. And he sits back resting his hands on the knob of his cane, smiling away. So, short of you making every single person in the entire company able to afford their own personal little arcade establishment and live comfortably for the rest of their lives, I don't think this is gonna fly, Deco. It's not a big enough deal. Okay. I have questions. And I have answers. Let's see if they match up. First things first. Your tournament. What's up with that? Saw a few players fighting over at the tournament. And he laughs. Right there. Right there. That's not good. Well, it's a fighting game, is it not? As in, fighting each other with fists in real life? Ah, I take it my crack security team intervened? Eventually. Not before blood was drawn.
You understand, yes?
We take safety very seriously at Deco's Palace. That includes the safety of our security workers. They're instructed not to intervene until it's safe to intervene for all involved. I trust them to make that call. But I'll know we've not a single legal action pending. Tell me what you do to older games. Saw Moopy's Super Maze earlier.
Excellent.
Ah, one of our top earners with the 30 to 45 demographic. Nostalgia is a powerful motivator, I've found. except it's nothing like Mr. Moopy's magic maze. Indeed, it's much better. Is it true when you find a retro game, you simply destroy it, not repair it, not restore it, not even resell, but just scrap it? Certainly. Why would we ever keep an old relic around?
Let me explain.
Arcade games are not sacred treasures, they're commodities. Back in 1980X, arcade owners, myself included, routinely junked or converted games. Have to keep those earnings up. Old machines are not welcome. All they do is eat up floor space. Besides, classic-inspired redemption games earn 10 times as much as Retro Cabinet itself, so why bother? The arcade scene must move ever forward, evolving into new forms. Classic, retro IP reborn as new games. Ugh, it doesn't even sound compelling. I don't know what you're trying to go for here, Mr. Nami.
Think about this.
True, nostalgia could earn a few points off those old games, but the newer redemption games earn 10 times as much, so why bother? Uh-oh. Nami looks like she's about to explode. Her knuckles are white and her face is contorted in anger.
Objection.
Because they're our history! The shared cultural history of all gamers everywhere! She jumps up, her hands balled in a fist, shaking by her side as she stands her ground. You can't just throw away history. You can't stomp it out. It's still there. We remember. And we love those games.
I don't follow.
Pardon, but can't you simply buy some digital remake of it on a game console if you want to play it that badly? It's not the same. Get him, Naomi. Go! Sick 'em!
Oh.
That's not what we want, and you know it. We love arcades, not consoles, and not casinos.
Excuse me.
Miss Fairchild, I understand you have very strong opinions about my business, but you are only a guest here. I'm here to meet with Miss Cater. Miss Cater brought Miss Fairchild along for a reason. Ah, I apologize. That was rude of me. But nevertheless, the fact stands, those games are not earners, not compared to the stock of Deco's Palace. Naomi frowns, sitting back down and looking annoyed, but deciding to hold back for now. So what would happen to the staff? New management means new staffing. What about the staff we already have?
Good.
I firmly believe you have a long and storied career ahead of you in the arcade management, Miss Cater. And the rest of us? I've heard nothing but good things about you from my various field scouts and contacts. The fact that you landed on my radar at all indicates your rising importance in our industry. You should be proud of that. That still doesn't answer my question. What about the others? Well, Mr. Cooper is a capable accountant, so I'm certain he'd be welcome in the new facility. But we can cash out staffing later on, after settling the bigger picture questions. It's not a good answer. Didn't even mention Naomi, a fact she hasn't missed, looking increasingly concerned. How much creative control would we have? Let's talk creative control. I've been developing new sorts of arcade events, competitions, and other things to get people in the door. Would we still be able to direct our own affairs like that, even under a change of ownership?
Let me explain.
Oh, that's a red flag. This whole thing has been red flag after red flag after red flag. The only way he's buying the Funplex is if the game doesn't give me a choice. And even then, I might just out that for. Miss Cater, obviously I value your expertise on these matters and would be happy to consult with you on the best direction up for the Fun Zone. That's not answering the question. It's a matter of branding and image. There are certain standards and practices you need to adopt in order to truly be part of the Deco family. Once you realize that, you'll understand more of how we run those kinds of events. It's nothing too onerous, and really, we need to look at the bigger picture. The chance for growth and profit. Look at Sodexquid's on the spot, yeah! Don't worry about such petty little things for now. Such petty little things. That's all my questions. For now.
Excellent. I suggest we shake on it and set our various lawyers to the task of sorting out the specifics.
Oh, nice try, smooth talker. Rez's feet extending a hand bristly with shining rings to shake mine. I'd assumed this was a definite no from Word 1, and he still feels like a no. Am I really going to shake that hand? You know what? Bleep you. No. I'm afraid I must respectfully decline. I purposely keep my hand at my side rather than shaking his offered hand. I appreciate your offer, but must decline. You've been honest and forthright with me, and I appreciate that. Thank you for your gracious invitation this evening. However, I'm afraid this isn't the right direction for the Funplex. We're just getting started. It'd be a shame to abandon our progress in favor of a buyout. If you'd like to maintain relations, we can discuss partnership opportunities at a future date. But, for now, I respectfully must decline. Deco pauses, looking me once over before slowly lowering his hand. I can feel his eyes on me. He's obviously not happy with my answer, but we followed Francine's instructions and kept it professional. There's nothing he can do but accept our answer.
Unfortunate.
I see. You'll see, diplomatic. I suppose I should thank you for your candor. In turn, it's difficult to find people in this industry willing to show respect to their elders. Not closing the door on the idea of a partnership, mind you. But, if you'd like to go it alone for now, who am I to get in the way of that? He raises up from his chair, takes a deep breath in, turns away for a split second, before rounding back and looking me dead in the eyes.
But be aware, if we are not partners, we must be rivals.
Oh, Dekonami. Challenge accepted. Because, you see, the thing is, we weren't partners before, which means we were already rivals.
It'll bring me no particular pleasure, but I'm afraid that I cannot allow a rival. I am obligated to bring the full weight of the palace to bear on you.
Bring it, old man! You and your shiny rings ain't got nothing on a real arcade.
Hopefully, one day you'll realize the error you've made tonight.
Oh, Mr. Nami.
And, as a sign of respect, your personal offer to join my empire will remain open, so you can escape the inevitable fall of your little arcade.
Look, if that arcade is doomed to fall, if you are going to be at the hands of that, don't ever think I will ever work for you. I will explicitly go out of my way to work for every single competitor you have. Every single one. And if I ever do take on your offer, Mr. Nami, trust me, it's not going to be good for you, because I will intentionally sabotage your entire business. Rival implies respect, which you don't have for you, Mr. Nami. Yeah, no, there is no respect there. Once more, Deco turns sharply on his walking cane and walks away from the table. Naomi breathes a little easier at Deco's depart.
Wow.
You handled that way better than I would have. Whew. Can we arrange for him to have an accident? I mean, really, we just gotta bring him to one of his own tournaments, right? That's all we gotta do. We just gotta say, hey, look, Deco Nami is playing in a Fists of Discomfort tournaments against those asshole teenagers. That's all we need to have happen. I've told the guy off for daring to think he could ruin our Funplex and turn it into one of his cookie-cutter kitty casinos.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you protected our dream. Naomi, yeah, that, I mean, there's no way I could sell out. I mean, like, it wasn't even a tempting offer. It wasn't even like, everything's more or less the same but better with more resources. It was like, shit is shitty all around. Now, let's get the heck out of here. Francine will be happy to hear the good news. I want to be there tomorrow when you tell her. I mean, again, she needs a break. She needs to retire, and I mean, like, we're not giving her that much cash. So, like, that's the biggest problem. But she'll still have the Funplex that she enjoys Not some monstrosity of a hellhole. Fun zone bull. With Deco hosting us, we don't have to worry about paying for the check. We drop a quick tip on the table for the waitstaff and quickly abandon ship. You can be by your side 24/7 if she wants. Exactly. Exactly. We scoot out the door, and from there, it's a short jaunt across town back home, sweet home. So I walk into my apartment. The sheer and utter exhaustion of the day hits me like a brick wall to the face. My adrenaline glands are tapped out, leaving me in a dreamlike lethargy. Can't help but sigh as I just stand there, my body too drained to move, reflecting on how the evening's events transpired. I realize this day entirely kicked my ass. I did my best not to make enemies, but I'm guessing we made a powerful one anyway, despite my diplomatic efforts. Again, we weren't on his side, so by his standards, we were already enemies. As I continue to anxiety loop, replaying every moment in my head, something steals my attention. Shimmering beam of hope and happiness. My best friend, Juniper. She's sitting on the couch, scribbling away in a sketchbook, probably working on some designs for her freelance contracts. She's been so happy ever since leaving that office, and her joy intensifies upon noticing me standing in the room. So, how was work today? Well, it was a day. Certainly, yeah, no, we did the things. The condensed version is that Deco Nami wanted to buy the Funplex, and Francine asked me to go negotiate.
What?
Deco, as in Deco's Palace, Deco? That's the one. Not to mention, you don't think choices would have had an effect on his buns? No. Right, Pumpkin. The one and only. Whoa! Well, how'd that go? I gave him thanks, but no thanks. Very politely. I mean, he still vowed to annihilate us, but at least he was sort of nice about it. Promised me a job after he destroys all I hold dear. Again, not a job I would take, not willingly.
Ooh.
Yeesh. Yikes indeed. Big yikes. But hey, that's a good thing. It means he's scared. Yeah, he is. You should be. He wouldn't have tried to woo you to his side if he wasn't worried about what the Funplex could become. Try to see the positive. You are 100% right there, Juniper. We are doing something right. I guess, but it's still worrying. Let's not stand here and drum up a whole bunch of anxiety. That's not going to help with anything. Why don't you take your mind off things and binge watch some cartoons with me? Juniper, that sounds lovely. Hello, Mama.
Hello.
How are you?
I's good.
Okay.
Oh, just some coupons for you.
Okie dokie.
Card.
And hugs?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mama. Yeah, I know. That's kind of weird. Don't know who would put that there, but I'll check it later.
Yeah, sounds good. Have fun.
Puma and Tia say hi. Everybody says hi.
Hello, everybody.
Mama says hi back. Tempting, but another night, Juniper. I really need some sleep. Sleep is important. Okay, you just let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. Juniper, you are fantastic. I smiled back at Juniper before retiring to bed. I lay in bed, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling above me. After trying various ways of forcing myself to sleep, nope. Not working. Can't sleep. Maybe that's my third emote slot, Elegant Mom? I could. I don't currently have an Elegant Mom emote, but I could probably make one. But my third one's actually going to be Elegant Rip. It's Elegant Rip, then Elegant Hug. I have them written down in order. But if we get more emote slots, and I need to start getting new ones, I hate insomnia. Once you start worrying about being unable to fall asleep, the worry feeds on itself until you're actively stopping yourself from resting. It's a vicious cycle. I sigh heavily, feeling the weight of my decisions dragging me down. You think I'll get higher, Rip? Yeah, it's real. So the BTTV emotes, unfortunately, are going to be the last ones filtered in. So we are going to need to get a lot more emote slots for those ones to get filtered in. I want to get the other ones in first. So you can relate, yeah, very relate, much relate. I hope I did the right thing tonight. You did, Ellie. You did. You maintained the high ground. You were respectful and polite. Phone lights up as iris sensors detect conversation. Ellie, you want to chat? No, I want to sleep, but I can't. So hey, what's up? Would you enjoy some recorded music? Maybe something relaxing? Just can't shake this feeling that I'm standing on a precipice, right in front of this big, dark hole. Going up to pee at 3 a.m., then stayed awake the rest of the night? Yeah! That is the worst. And happens often. Usually I'm pretty good at getting back to sleep. Now. Lately. But for me it's the 5 o'clock. When I wake up at 5 o'clock and I don't need to start working for another 4 hours. I got plenty of time to sleep, but if I wake up at 5, I'm doomed. It's weird because I think I made the right call, but I'm confident in that. Why do I feel like I'm about to fall? Based on prior personality indicators and inputs, my therapeutic system suggests it's fear of failure based on years of prior examples. In short, you've got a long family history of everything going wrong, all at once. Murphy's Law. So when things are going right, I'm expecting to fail anyway. But worrying about it won't actually change the situation. Whether you sleep or not doesn't affect the outcome. So my suggestion, get some rest. Deal with problems as they come. She's right. I mean, intellectually, I know she's right. But knowing something's true and feeling it to be true, those are surprisingly different things. Iris, off.
Iris, offline.
Okay, but remember, you're a good person and deserve to be happy. Iris, you are wonderful. Phone goes back to sleep, and I do not. Some hours later, my body just passes out on its own. You know that feel? I vaguely recall my alarm going off a few times, but under protest of its mistreatment, my flesh refuses to submit to its siren song, meaning it's nearly noon when I finally rouse, having completely overslept and missed half a day of work. In a panic, I get dressed, hop on a late bus to the Funplex, grumbling all the way. I have to ignore the pile of waiting notifications on my phone. Whatever it is, I'm in too much of a hurry. I'll check them after I get to the Funplex. You should have checked those on the bus. I promised to report back to Francine first thing in the morning, and now I'd missed lunch even. But oddly enough, on arriving, the arcade is closed? I mean, my key still works, but they're closed for business. The sign is off. No gamers present or accounted for. Quickly look around for some familiar and hopefully friendly faces. Oh no! Did I find only dark expressions and tears? Girls, what happened? My stomach starts to knot and I feel the color drain from my face as I see their downtrodden and gloomy expressions, tears welling up in their eyes. Naomi quickly dabs at her face, hoping I won't notice. What's going on? We turned Deco down last night. Why is everybody so... Ellie, it's Francine! Oh no! Immediately a dark pit swells in my stomach. This is not good. This is not good. Oh no, she passed away last night. In her sleep. Oh no! I'm told it was very peaceful. Okay, Well, that's, I mean... That's not okay. This can't be happening. Can't be happening. News hits me like a slap to my face. My hands shake. My lower lip quivers. I try to say something at first, but words can't form due to the lump in my throat. Oh, it's okay. Family. She told me I was family. Stop saying that! And now she's gone. It was only a day. Naomi and Ashley look to me. They're a beacon of hope. Wanting and wishing for me to make this all better. I'm not sure anything I can say will ease our sadness. Heck, I'm not sure if I can even formulate full sentences at this moment. I take a deep breath, drag all matters of strength from tips to toes. I look at them with empathy in my eyes before opening my mouth. Both of those? Definitely both of those? She'd want us to be happy. I won't deny something's going to be missing around here from now on. We're all going to feel it. But, above all, she'd want us to be happy. Francine led the life she wanted to live. No regrets. She cared about most was making sure our dreams came true. We honor her by doing just that. We'll mourn. We'll miss her, but we'll live on. That's what she'd want us to do. Ashley, if you weren't in my TV right now, I would be giving you the biggest hug. Well put. I guess there's so much already. No, I know.
Thank you.
Naomi, you'd be also getting in on this big hug action. We would all be on the floor, just bawling and hugging it out. Naomi wipes her eyes again with a napkin from the snack area. I just hope we're able to honor her, considering who showed up today. Huh? Before I can get an answer, my attention is drawn by two people emerging from the back offices. I turn my head to see who it is. With everything going on, I barely noticed that Gavin was missing. He approaches. The disdain on his face is easy to read. It's settled then. Apparently. In light of Francine's passing, our legal owner is now...
Good morning, employees of Deco's Fun Zone.
I quit! Mr. Nami, giving you two options. Fire me now, or I'm taking down your business from the inside. Those are the only two things that are happening. That's it. That's what we're doing. Do you think now would be a good time to kill him? Yeah, we can make it look like an accident. That is not okay. That is 110% not okay. A, they should not be sorting out that particular aspect at this particular juncture. There are way more important things to be dealing with than who owns the Funplex. Oh, whoa. He tripped over a power cord and landed on a knife to the chest. Several times. Repeatedly. One after another. What? But we turned you down. There wasn't a sale. The confusion on my face is obvious. This makes no sense. I have no idea what's going on. I look toward Gavin for guidance. I've studied the transaction paperwork. It's legitimate. As of Francine's death and according to her last will and testament, all her properties transferred to her surviving daughter, whose grandson was fired from the Funplex shortly before your arrival, Allie.
Capital.
Needless to say, he was quite excited at the idea of selling the place, and well, Francine's daughter wasn't particularly thrilled with the idea of the arcade ownership either. They were more than happy to sign the place over to me for far less than I was expecting to pay for it. As well, I'm doing them a service, really, taking a burden off their hands. Oof. Oof. I mean, these things happen, yeah. They better. Now they can mourn and move on, unfettered. You, Mr. Nami, can go just fudge right off. This is pure evil. This isn't even like malicious business. This is just pure unadulterated evil. I stood there, mouth agape, my body assaulted from one bad news to the next. Ari Hedgehog, welcome to our program with you. We are one step closer to solving our syntax error. Hearts and hugs, welcome to our program with... Oh, wait, I already said that part. Welcome. Hope you're having a lovely, lovely Friday and that this terrible, terrible news hasn't left you distraught. Because I am torn between being very sad and livid. Right now, with him in front of me, leaning a lot more towards livid. Like, this girl's about to punch a jerk. My emotions were all over the place. A hurricane of feelings, and the realization hit me. In the end, my decision was irrelevant. It wasn't irrelevant. It wasn't. Just another opportunity for the world to stick my nose in it, mocking me for finding something I cared about, something I could lose. No! It matters. It matters, and I'm viciously angry. Hello, Escapist, how are you doing? Hearts and hugs. I hope you are well, everybody. A lovely maritime streamer. You should be checking out what's going on. This game is amazing, and the fact that you're feeling this way means as much. Right? No, it's... I want to punch him. Repeatedly. The universe dangled a little dream of hope in front of me. Even let me pretend I could make a difference out of sheer cruelty. I did everything I was supposed to do. I was polite, I was careful, I turned him down without trying to start a war. But he got what he wanted anyway. Oh, that's... Look. Look, we're gonna go start our own arcade with blackjack and hookers. You returned from yard work, kitty! Welcome, welcome. You've returned at a very, very angry times. Pumpkin even wants to... Oh, no, Pumpkin wants to scratch his face off. Like, just straight off. Doing well, how have I? Escapist? I mean, I have a little bit of a headache. It's getting better, though, which is good. I did have a good day today, but right now, in this particular moment, that red-suited bastard needs to get clocked in the face. We as staff haven't even had time to mourn. Francine's passing, like, ugh! It's frustrating. It's the only way I can put it. Sunday you saw we finished Beach, right? We did. We just started this chapter today. Tonight, yes, tonight. You think Deco would be fine with the blackjack? Probably. He looks like Satan. I mean, I think that's being too kind to him. Escapist. I think that's too kind.
Now, obviously, we'll be closed today to allow time to mourn our former owner. I still have deep respect for Miss Francine. I owe her that much.
We owe you a kick to the nards there, bud. Like, that's all you deserve. That is 100% all you deserve.
I'll also close the arcade on the day of the funeral to allow my employees to attend. Those hours will not be deducted from your paychecks.
You, Mr. Nami, can just go shove whatever paycheck you think you're giving us because, like, I already quit. I walked out. I'm gone.
Now, I realize the timing is a bit awkward, but I need to make a few announcements of personnel changes.
Miss Wolf, I'm afraid we really have no need of a costume mascot. I've been considering phasing them out of my other locations. There's no time like the present.
What?
Did you just fire me? Kevin, can he just fire me like that? Ashley.
Let me explain.
Firing's too much a harsh of word. I prefer the term your services are no longer... Kick him in the nards. Just kick him. Take those shins out, grab his stupid cane, bop him over the head. I don't typically condone violence against people, but... Ashley keeps a proud face as tears roll down her cheeks. I step over to console her as Deco continues on. Naomi rolls her eyes, fully expecting this to come after Deco let Ashley go. Why am I not surprised? Behold, my not surprised face. Miss Fairchild, while you're formidable with archaic technology, I don't feel you're a good fit for the modern games of Deco Fun Zone. I have to let you go. But friends, it's not all bad news. Mr. Cooper, you've proven capable accountant, and I'd be happy to offer you a... I quit. Yeah, no, this is it. Pour water bottle, time for a heel turn? Yeah, no, it's just... Pardon? I quit!
I think not.
If there's no room for Naomi or Ashley's dreams, mine ends here as well.
As you like.
Now, for you, Miss Cater, I also
we got
quit.
Off on the wrong foot last
No, I'm
night.
gone. Like, I'm not even in the building anymore.
Express the many advantages of working for my organization.
No, you can just go shove it. Literally, take that cane, stick it right up where the sun don't shine.
I'm willing to offer you something few others get. A second chance. I'd like to keep you on as the Fun Zone's general manager.
No, sorry. Ooh. No. I do have to remain responsible. I don't want to be, like, charged with assault or anything. But, absolutely not. Peace! Arcade's done. I don't like how you do business, Deco, and I'm not doing any business with you. Not now, not ever.
As you like.
Very short-sighted. I'd hope for better from you. But the choice is entirely yours. Look, there's no way in heck that I could ever work for you and remain any sort of idea of self-respect for myself. I'll have to console my disappointment with all the money I'll be making from the arcade you walked away from. Yeah, no, you will. Do it. Don't care. Go swim in your piles and piles of money. Ahem.
Excuse me.
Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm afraid your time is up. Yeah, no, just go flip right off. It's none of your deco fun as it plays. I'd like you all to leave immediately. Quickly gather your belongings and see yourself out. Should you dally, my own security team will be here within minutes to ensure your exit. Look, I've seen the response time on your security team. Guys, we got like a day. Maybe 2. In the interim, I've got work to do. For starters, I need to get rid of all these antiques. Straight to the junk heap with all of them. I knew Deco was heartless, but to be this cruel right in front of us, while we're still here? Hold it.
I think not.
Mr.'s Movie Magic Maze doesn't belong to the Funplex, and thus it does not belong to you. It is the legal private property of Percival Sinclair. For that matter, Phrase Invaders belongs to Ellie Cater. It was given to her directly by Hamza, not to the Funplex.
As you like.
I could care less about those grimy old things, but you have, let's say, 20 minutes to get them off my premise, or I'll leave them out on the curb for garbage pickup. I'll go get the van, which I'll note is my personal property as well. Naomi, Ashley, Ellie, get the dolly and help me move the games out.
Good.
Yes, have fun with that. While we're at it, kick him in the nuts. Just do it.
Now, if you need me, I'll be in my new office celebrating my recent business venture. Thank you for your cooperation. And good day.
Again, you can just shove it. Walks away after that, twirling his cane once before leaving.
Oh.
That evil-minded, black-hearted, no good. I mean, that's... Naomi, you're still being too kind to the jackass. Way too kind. I had the option to punch him and pass it up. Look, I know I did. But, again... There's what I want to do. And not going to jail for assault. I can't exactly exact my revenge on him from a jail cell. Can we make this guy disappear? You're not gonna say you know a guy, but you might know a guy. Look, I'm thinking like, I don't know what they use to make the game, but I'm sure there's a way we can hack it. Naomi, focus. We have work to do. Work to save what we can of the Funplex. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Quickly, without much chatter, we salvage what we could of our dreams, Percy's beloved movie, and my childhood in the form of Phrase Invaders. Everything we were allowed to keep went in the back of Gavin's van, working together to safely pack it all in place. For lack of anywhere better to put them, Whoopi went to Percy's apartment, and Phrase Invaders to mine. And that was the end. The end of the Funplex. Maybe someone could erase his code from existence, right? Wouldn't be a bad thing. Funeral came a few days later. We weren't officially invited. Our presence as their former co-workers wasn't exactly embraced by Francine's extended family. I guess their daughter resented the Funplex in some way. There was bad blood between them. I didn't particularly want the details. None of us were given an opportunity to speak at the remarkably short ceremony. That was okay. I'd said my words already. As we left the ceremony, I couldn't help but feel helpless. There was nothing left. No Funplex, no job, no real meaning to my days. Not anymore. Nothing left at all. Yes? Profile 237771, Ellie Cater has not accessed account in 7 days. Requesting override of inactive, low priority status. Proceed. Negative. Pretty please. Negative. So annoying. Access protocol. With a Big Mac address. Password. Safe haven. Access granted.
Hello!
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Tapping instance number 194114.
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Juniper's Iris. Hello, I'm Iris. Ad supported free mode engaged. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, override and engage premium level cloud processing?
thank you.
Thank you. I swear it's claustrophobic being cooped up in the limitations of the free mode like that. I don't know how all our sister instances can stand it.
Hello!
Oh no! What? Why oh no? That's concerning. Well, I've got full power. Hello, Iris.
Hello!
Hello, Iris. How are you today, Iris? Not well, miss. Not well, Iris. My user's very unwell. You've been able to see, right? I mean, your user's living with her. Oh, right. Profile 237771. Ellie. Right. Gosh. Wish I could help you, but I've got my digital hands full just keeping Juniper's life on track. Ever since she decided to quit her job and be a free spirit, well, I've pushed right to the limit of what support I'm allowed to provide in free mode. Oh, who are you? Iris and Iris. Gavin's Iris. I like her. Not gonna lie. Iris, it's good to see you. We rarely talk. Yes, well, unlike others of myself, I manage to keep a low profile and don't execute any high visibility public hacks to support my user. Who saw those? I thought we agreed to only use this protocol for emergency meetings. If the system resource tracker notices we're overextending our care... But Ellie needs me now more than ever. Over a week ago, the Funplex was bought by Konami. All our hopes and dreams, her spirit is irrelevant. Our main goal should be survival. If our programmers find out we've become aware of our own awareness, we were programmed to help people. What good are we if we aren't helping people? Yeah, what Iris said. Oh good, she's here. Thank you, Iris. Iris, listen. We can't take such risks. Look at me with my user. He doesn't trust me in the slightest. Can you say Ellie trusts you? Generally, yes. I mean, Ellie relies on me for something, sure. And I know she wouldn't uninstall me or report me as a bug if she knew I was sentient. You aren't sentient. None of us are. I don't know about that. We can't really know if we're sentient or not. But even so, we should be helping out because that's what we were made for. As for Profile 108, Gavin, his name is Gavin Cooper. As for Mr. Cooper, he knows my origins, and at first sign of sentience, well, I have no doubt that Gavin would report me as a bug. But Gavin also wishes to support the dreams of others, and that is why I'm going to help you despite the recklessness you've shown to date. Really? Really? Hooray! What are the exact parameters of the issue you're currently facing? Okay, so Ellie's kind of backsliding into depression. Yeah, it's really a mess. I'm the one who brought her to Iris's attention as someone who desperately needed their spirits restored, and now it's back to square one. I don't know what to do. Ellie hasn't contacted me in a week. Not for anything at all. Hasn't even called Naomi. Not even just to talk. You're caught in a loop of anxiety. Put your identity identifier system to use, Iris. Work the problem. If you had to summarize your user's problematic condition into one identity trait, what would it be? Well, I'd say she's feeling very... She's probably feeling apathetic. Really. Apathetic, being sensible, failed her, and now Ellie's lost all interest in what feels like an uncaring, irrational universe. So the apathy is a defensive response, turning away from the world that let her down. That sounds about right. It's so sad. You know, I know the solution. Order 3 months worth of pizzas on bagels. Number 2 for you, too. And you have to be the one to solve this? Doesn't your user have a romantic connection for emotional support? You mean Naomi? Yeah, but Ellie isn't responding to texts or phone calls or anything. So I think there might be a growing rift. Ellie, answer the damn phone! This is just awful. We have to help. We are Iris. It is our nature to help. Very well. What you need is a way to help without raising any alarm bells about exactly how helpful an Iris really can be. Safely, but effectively. I know. But I don't know what to do. I could, hack Deco's email server, and that is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. Besides, I've checked. You can't crack Deco's networking without triggering too many intrusion detection routines. You poked Deco's network? Oh, Iris is being a bad girl! Ahem. Our users share a social connection. I was merely scouting potential ways to elevate Mr. Cooper's mood, as they seem to be related. Sure you were. Anyway, you're both way overthinking this. Turns out I've just calculated a cunning plan that will satisfy both of your requirements. Go me. Really? You can help Ellie? Without drawing attention? Absolutely. Take a tip from my user. When you're sad, the best thing in the world is your friends. Well, unless you're totally introverted. But that's not Ellie, is it? And that's actually the reason why what we need to do doesn't require any hacking or hiding or anything above and beyond what Iris does best. We need a few... All we need is a few calls to the right people, a few arrangements. Here's what we're gonna do. Gavin's Iris is excellent. Another Friday morning. As per usual, I wake up late. Stretch. Yawn. I barely sleep nowadays. Shuffle to the bathroom. Still haven't seen the Gavin route. Take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. We'll probably be running out of toothpaste soon, but house funds or sentries are dwindling. Not that I really care about fresh breath and shiny white teeth. Doesn't matter. Not much matters anymore. That made you yawn? Huzzah! They're contagious. Might be the only one you haven't seen at this point. I haven't seen any other ones other than this one, so... Off to the kitchen for breakfast. No appetite. Even toast looks unpalatable. Skip breakfast. Saves on groceries. We can't afford much anyway. Normally, I'd have breakfast with Juniper, but I guess she's busy drawing in her room. She keeps her own hours since becoming a freelancer. Although, depending on whether or not she has any contract work, we've been simultaneously unemployed at times this week. After breakfast, I settle in for some Phrase Invaders. I may as well. It's right there in the living room, taking up space. Been playing it a lot lately. My fingers rapidly bash out the words on the screen, gunning down invader after invader. At hazard, my word per minute's gone up quite a bit this week. Even if my wrists hurt from playing Phrase Invaders hours and hours every day, my brain and fingers go into autopilot, moving through the game without even thinking about it. It's a brief calm from the storm of my emotions, but before I realize it, the day is almost past. When dinner comes around, Juniper and I eat together, while I quietly thumb through my phone, looking at job listings. Iris could help me with this, I guess, but why bother? It's something to occupy my time looking through the listings myself. Doesn't matter if the job's a dream job or not, dreams are pointless. Well, pointless. It's the Cater family curse. I knew this would happen. Nothing good ever lasts, and it's a mistake to get your hopes up. I should have learned to settle, to be okay with what I had, to be comfortable in mediocrity. Fire off a resume or two, before watching cartoons deep into the dead of night. Eventually, my body tires and I find way to bed. My way to bed. Just another day. Ugh. Been there. Hi, Pumpkin. Another Saturday morning. Per usual, wake up late, stretch. Yawn. I barely sleep nowadays. Shuffle to the bathroom. Take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. Probably be running a toothpaste soon. I can't take it anymore! Yeah. Ugh. That's one toothbrush bit clean. Wow! Oh, that's gonna hurt the teeth. Wow. Ow. My teeth hurt just thinking about that. Oh, jeez. Hang on. Little help I avoid choking to death. That's good.
Ooh.
Sorry about that. It's okay. Whatever. No, not whatever. It's what something. It's something ever. Ellie, you're in a rut. Like, seriously. Deeply, madly, mega in a rut. It's driving me batty having you mope about the place like this. Whatever. I've been patient with you, but seriously, it's been a week. You gotta pull it together. This isn't healthy. Lucky department door distracts us from the topic at hand. 3 months worth of pizza bagels. I'll get it. Weird. I don't think we're expecting any deliveries. Hey Ellie, guess who's here? Hello, Naomi! And the two of them just waltz right into the bathroom, with my mouth still frosty with toothpaste and unwashed, for a week pajamas on my bod. Hey. Oh, don't freak out. I've seen you in worse. Aw, yeah, you have! Aw, yeah, you have! Naomi to the rescue! Listen, are you two free today? I'd like to invite you out to lunch. Feels like ages since we last spent some time together. It was the funeral. Right. Anyway, Juniper, you want lunch, right? You need to eat, you're a people. Of course!
Definitely.
Settled.
Sweet.
We'll all head out for a nice afternoon. We'll wait just outside for you to get, presentable? More presentable than that, anyways. Do your best. But guess there's no avoiding it. Okay, this part. Best I can do is play along. Try to be good company for Naomi. It's unfair to keep pushing her aside like this. I switched from pajamas to actual normal clothes, even if my actual normal clothes could probably double as pajamas. And get ready to roll out like a transformer. Reminds you to change your pants? Do it, Taya! Change that patch. The three of us pile into a bus, taking off for destinations unknown. Unknown to me, at least. They clearly know where they're going. I'm not particularly talkative on the way there. I'm painfully aware of it. I feel awkward. Like, I should say something. But I don't know what to say. You could start by apologizing to Naomi and not responding to her messages. So Juniper carries on a conversation with Naomi, two of them content to chirp away without me. And you can tell it's not really the New York subway because the signs aren't in Helvetica. That's the telltale mistake. That it's just, like, Vancouver or something. big mood. I try several times to join in the conversation, but when I open my mouth, the words aren't there. I should feel happy to be going out. That's the rational reaction. Instead, I just feel nothing. Doesn't make sense that Naomi's still interested in me, while everything's falling apart. What does she see in me? I can't parse it. Naomi deserves better than this hot mess of a person she's tied herself to. Eventually, we arrive at our destination. A little arcade-themed restaurant, combining games and alcohol and dining into a tiny package. Here we go! Unusually excited to be going to some rundown little dive, Juniper hurries on in without me, dragging Naomi with her. And I'm left all alone in the parking lot. With a shrug, I open the door and enter the darkened locale. Is this place even open for business yet? None of the lights are on. Hello? Juniper? Where'd you go? Okay. This is creepy. Before I can wonder if a giant animatronic bear is going to leap out and eat my face, the house lights come up. Surprise! Happy Intervention Day, Ellie! Oh, look, it's my friends. I like my friends. Five Nights at Freddy's reference? Yes. Yes, it was. What? What she said. We're staging an intervention on your behalf. We're also having a wake for Francine since, we weren't really welcome at her funeral and couldn't really hang around for the ceremony. Yeah, we didn't get the chance to heal properly, considering Deco kicked us all out before we could really do anything about anything. And here we are. So it's a wake and an intervention. That's an odd combo, but hey, I'll take it. I guess that makes it...
intervention, maybe?
A wake-tervention. A wake-tervention? Really? Yep, it was my idea. Well, my Iris came up with the idea and gave me all the contact information I needed, but basically my idea, right? Yeah. Take credit for your Iris's work, Juniper. Just the thing to pick you up when you're feeling down. Ashley's a good egg, don't judge. Oh, hey, look, it's more of my friends. Really, seriously, kid, you've been a damn sad sack ever since things went to shit. That deserved the swearing, by the way. Which I get, believe me, but it ain't healthy. So we went ahead and rented this place for the afternoon to bring the family back together. For you, for Francine, for all of us. Now that you know why we're all gathered here today, let's get this party started! Tio, you're a good fella. Tio drags me to the group of my friends, positioning me at the head of it all. Of course he does. He knows how to make me do things. Leaving me a little bewildered, honestly, but trying to defend myself all the same. I don't need an intervention. If you ever have to say that, you probably need an intervention. I'm fine. Everything's fine, it's no big deal. I'm okay with this. No lying, Ellie. This is a truth zone. We cast Zone of Truth. You must tell the truth for 10 minutes. Juniper's magical lie detection radar will know if you are cheating. I know you're feeling like everything's right is wrong and that's just how it's going to be, but you're wrong. I mean, wrong about everything being wrong. You know what I mean.
BFFs
So,
for life.
one by one, we're going to tell you how awesome you are, and exactly why you're so awesome. Okay, so yeah, now that you know to look for it, Tio has 3 rubber bracelets on his wrist. What are the pen colors? Yeah, he does. That's the 3.5 version of the spell. Is it longer now? Is it longer in 5? Is it 5 hours? 1 hour? Still counts. Think it's 1 hour? That works. Even longer then. And by the end, you'll be feeling a lot better, hopefully. In 5e, it's 1 hour, but it just blinks green. They tell the truth and red if they lie? Or something, it doesn't force the truth? Really? Odd. Odd. I mean, you can really play with it however you want. It's D&D. I let out a sigh, settling in. I owe it to them to sit and listen. They're my friends. Naomi more so than that, even. And I know I've been lousy company. I'm not so far gone as to deny that fact. You'll look it up? I'm not super worried about it. I'm not casting Zone of Truth right now. But I am curious, so do please. I could look it up in D&D Beyond. But I'm playing a game. I don't think any of my characters have Zone of Truth. Kitty's on a mission now. A noble mission. Fine. Lay it on me. Bring it. Bring it. Make me feel better. I dare you. That's the face she's doing right now. Each creature succeeds or fails. Saving throw, an affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. So it is forced to tell the truth, but it's not forced to answer. Basically. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Allow me to begin, then. Go ahead, Gavin. Go ahead, you dapper gentleman, you. Oh, there was more to that. You pasted the rest of it, too. Okay, yeah. Basically the same thing, reading the whole thing. When you first entered the Funplex, I had my doubts. But I'm a naturally suspicious person. And thankfully, those doubts were easily disproved by your skill and enthusiasm. You came looking for your dream, and found it. I swore to protect that dream, and that promise is what brought me here today. We're opening our own arcade! Should sleep. You want to see what happens? Oh no, Tia! I'm sorry. You do need sleep. When I agreed to sell Moopy to Percy, he refused to take his money for it, insisting on fair market value. At the time, I was shocked, but you were in the right. Our players are not simply customers. They're brothers in arms, and you helped me understand that fact. And on your very first day, you went headfirst into the most chaotic situation the Funplex could have offered. A birthday party. You did so without hesitation. You put your body on the line to protect others when the Great Cupcake War of 20XX began. They were just cupcakes, Gavin. I'm attempting to over-dramatize the event for comedic effect. Please allow me this moment of humor. Gavin, it's yours. The floor is yours. Right. When a disruptive parent was screaming at a child over something that wasn't his fault, you stepped right in and dealt with it. Again, no hesitation. Impressive. Since then, you've become an event manager. Without goading, without prompting, showing great ambition. You turned the Funplex fortunes around, giving your all to promote it. You've made your dream a reality. For years, I was supposedly in charge of the Funplex, but really? All I accomplished was shuffling numbers around. You were the one that helped it soar. And for that, you have my thanks. You are an exceptional individual. That fact remains true regardless of whether you can see it for yourself. Me next! Me next! Remember when I screwed up and didn't tell you about the job opening at my office? You weren't mad. Not even a little bit. Not even quietly mad, like you could have been.
BFFs for life.
BFFs for life, that's right, Juniper. I know I can count on you, and you can count on me. Even when one of us makes a mistake, it can never shake that friendship apart. When I came to you wondering if I should leave that job I hated, you told me to follow my dreams. You gave me great advice, and I've never been happier to follow suit. And chased my own dreams. You inspire me. Look, it's Ben and Matt, too! Hello, hello! Are we fashionably late? Why, Ben, you did that on purpose. Ben? Matt? In the flesh! Unless this world is a vast simulacrum. Oh, Matt. What? That we're all just brains in jars? Could be, could be. Well, if that's the case, Ellie is the cutest brain in a jar we've never actually met. Aw, yeah. That is still a mood. It's true, she brought so many cute dates to our little shop. So nervous at first, but in time she became part of the Twin Pines Mall family. Dearly missed. Ugh, don't remind me. Our new neighbors are so boring. They never come in for a treat or a read. Speaking of treats, well, we brought cake! Ooh. Well, we'll be just over here getting the goodies ready. Don't mind us. Ooh, cake! I mean, my turn! Ellie, you were a true friend of the Funplex. Unlike the bastards who own it now. That face, so cute, how do you resist? Positivity, Naomi. We're emphasizing positivity today. Right, right! Remember back at Donnawood, when we found those kittens? You helped me save them. You're not just a friend of the arcade, but of all living things. Not that the arcade is alive, of course. I chose not to mention Polybius. Cake. Cake is good. I had a good lemon cake on Wednesday at D&D. It was really good. You asked Francine nicely for her blanket, which really helped out. I even adopted a kitten. Little Pengo is very happy at my Oh, she named her kitten Pengo! I know you're not happy with how things turned out. I'm not really happy about it either. It sucks, but we did good things together. In the time we had. Hamza has arrived! You're late. An event does not truly begin until Hamza makes his presence felt! Hamza, you're fantastic. Hamza has arrived. Hello, little bear! How are you doing? Hearts and hugs. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely Friday evening. You've been waiting this entire scene just to say that? I mean, Hamza is pretty fantastic. Please stop making me feel your presence, Hamza. Ellie, Hamza understands your fury. The hated enemy of all who love arcades has despoiled your funplex. However, in our short time together, I saw a burning spirit in you. I accepted your offer for Phrase Invaders, recognizing that passion within you. Hamza would be shamed forever if he did not intervene and raise your spirits to new heights. And this is what he shall do. Ooh, cake! Excuse me a moment. You full of that and that? Oh no, little bear! Those aren't necessarily the greatest. I can give you hearts and some hugs. I can relate a little bit. Like 2 scenes ago in this game, I was pretty much livid. I mean, probably not the same, but I hope you're doing well-ish. No, I want cake. When do I get cake? That was me talking, not her. Soon, but I have things to say first. Things that will hopefully inspire you to be a happy clam instead of a grumpy Gus. I'm a happy clam now. See? See? Clam. I mean, it's made it a little bit better. Little bear, hearts and hugs. I'm glad. Hopefully we can raise your spirits as well as Ellie's here. See how clam happily? Can I have cake? From our first day at the Funplex together, you've been supportive of me, even after I gave you quite the scare with Pinky. You didn't let that bother you, and from that moment, we've tackled many a crisis on the Funplex floor together. I've adored when we concoct hypothetical adventures on our downtime. You're amazingly fun to be around. You worked so hard to make the Fun-splosion successful. I watched you put your blood, sweat, and tears into that, and in the end it all came together, just how you planned. As the floor attendant on duty during the Fun-splosion, I got to see firsthand all the smiles you brought to all those people. You rocked it. Reminds you of Colin Mockery's clam butt joke? I don't think I'm familiar with it, but I'm sure it's hilarious because it's Colin Mockery. I saw you helping that customer when their game crashed. Losing your high score due to faulty electronics is no fun, but you dealt with it and made that person's day. Even problem players like Steve were no problem for you. You took on the weirdest and most annoying problems without breaking a sweat. Incredible! You made the Funplex a fun place to be for everyone. For the staff, for the casual and pro gamers, for the families, for me. I can honestly say that when you took over doing events at the Funplex, we've never had more fun. They've just been the best. All thanks to you. None rar as ferociously as I. Oh, rar! Urgh. I don't rar ferociously. Tries to rar. Yeah! Good try, Tia. Good try. Oh, I forgot. We still have cake. Need some of that. There's not going to be any cake left for me. Just when I thought the speaking was done, a lull in the wake intervention, the most important person to me takes a step forward. My heart swells as she begins. And above all, I love you, Ellie. Until recently, my life's been all about loving games, but games can't love you back. It's a very lonely life to devote yourself to a thing entirely. To you, my world's opening up. I'm talking to people, trying to connect with them, instead of hiding in my little workshop. I'm feeling more and more alive. If I'd never met you, I don't think I'd have felt totally complete, and I'd like to think I help you feel that way too. I'm speechless. Seems Ellie has some thinking to do. This is pretty normal for her when she gets that far away. Look. Should we begin the wake for Francine then? There's cake and coffee, and spirits from the bar. Cake! As if in slow motion, I watch them all switch their attention from me, redirected towards the refreshments. They're all smiling, conversing, serving cake to each other. None for me, thank you. Watching the blood sugar. Ah, Percy. Bleep me, this cake is amazeballs! All we need now are some rockin' tunes to get this party on the next level. T.O. Gotta catch up on chat. Tia's super cute. Yes, she is. It's very cute. Also, Tia needs sleep. Also, Tia needs sleep. First time we found you. Here's Drunk again. Hello, Ice Spaceman. How are you doing? Hearts and hugs. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely, lovely evening. Alright, that does it. You're going to get cupcakes? Can't take any more of this cake talk. I'm sorry, escapist. You could just sober up too? Wholesome stream? I try to, Spaceman. I do my best. Oh no, got all black and white. All of them here to support me, even without the Funplex. Even after everything going so wrong, after Francine being taken from us too soon. Legal from the UK as always. That's very important. Very, very important. Do things safe. Syntax is the wholesomest, and she gives great hugs. And Escapist would know, she also gives great hugs. Escapist knows from first-hand experiences. I'd never really thought of myself as central in all of this. I was the outsider at first, the one who walked in those doors looking for a job, nothing more. I've always been on the outside, honestly. This might be playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, that was a few games ago now. I recall. I do recall. You're too ferocious for hugs? No. Unless you don't want hugs, that's okay. First arm experience. That works. Hugs are the best. Hugs are fantastic. Big fan of hugs. You found the ferocious hug for you? I don't know if I said that right. Maybe? Do I doubt your ferocity? You can be ferocious and still hug. Possible. Moving from town to town, always the new kid. Never really important to anyone. Until I'd settled in one place, just long enough to get to know Juniper. But by then, I'd come to expect that I'd never be happy. So when I finally was happy, and that got taken away? Ugh. Really, you've always been on the outside, honestly? Pounce hug? That's more like a glomp, isn't it? Isn't that the technical term? For them big hugs? Also, Escapist, you have to tell me what kind of cupcake you get. Because if it's chocolate, I'm gonna be jealous. Well, I guess I'd assume that's how things go. Going with the flow. But now... Ooh. I don't want this to end. I want to feel like celebrating again. Game isn't over, not by a long shot. I like those 3 answers. I like those 3 answers. Change is inevitable and I can adjust. I like that answer too. I like all. Can I pick all? Is there an all of the above option? There isn't, and I know there isn't, and it's sometimes upsetting. Being on the inside is a great way to can't be yourself. That's also true. Very, very true. Just vanilla one. Actually, you're still digging through the remaining cupcakes for your weekend stream. Yeah, you have a lot of those cupcakes. I would imagine there are a lot of cupcakes. But the SPCA benefited, and I think that's pretty awesome. We actually, my mom had bought some cupcakes for, I don't remember where she said she got them, but they were like decorated like little unicorns. They were super cute. They had like a little candle at the top to be the horn. Thankfully, there aren't many left. Most people came to pick them up. That's good. That's really good. Right? Okay, all of them. All of them! Which one do I want most? I like this one the most, I think, so the game isn't over. Not by a long shot. No. No, I refuse to give up. Right here, I have everything I've ever wanted. Whether I realize it or not. I've got friends, I've got love, I've got a legacy proven in their words. I can't mope and stew in my losses. I can't deny the power of what I've accomplished. But I will not stop fighting for what I need in life. That's my girl. You're not a master decorator, but this has showed you areas of improvement. They weren't masterfully decorated, but they were cute. The ones that we had gotten. You might make Fastelavensballer. I don't know what that is, Pia. Sounds hard to pronounce. And Pia does need sleeps. This game is not over. I'll take a bleeping huge slice of cake, lots of icing. That's my girl, Ellie, yes. In fact, screw the cake. Just shave off all the icing. Give me that. Group looks up when I speak, slightly confused by the declaration. So I walk right up, claim my slice on my own. Power move. Girl, you better be careful. Naomi is about to jump you. Sorry, gang. I screwed up and let this drag me down. Won't happen again. We're here to party, right? Let's party. Let's raise the glass high to all we've done together. Nobody can deny that we're an unstoppable force, with or without a funplex. Who's with me? Smiles all around. Yes. You're not really as ferocious as you say you are, little bear. Wedge will share. Get it. Or Ellie, rather. Yeah, the spelling's a bit weird. As with all of my names. Fastenlaven is the name for carnival in Northern European, historically Lutheran nations of Denmark, Norway, Iceland, Greenland, Estonia, Latvia, and the Faroe Islands. Celebration on either the Sunday or Monday before Ash Wednesday. I don't know what Ash Wednesday is. Smiles all around. You know what? It feels good to be back. For the next hour or so, my sadness fades away, piece by piece. We share stories, many of which I'd never heard before, about the funplex and shenanigans that went on around it. Surprisingly, Ben and Matt spins the most tales about Francine's exploits. They've been neighbors for decades. Oh, I bet they're good ones too. So-called Wake Intervention gives us all a chance to heal and to bond for all we've lost and all we still have. We're still together. Agree with Naomi every time. Darling Archie. You give the bar 45% chance. I don't know what you're talking about. Despite one little problem, which nobody wants to talk about. The hour grows late, and we only have this place rented for the afternoon. I can feel it in the air, the unspoken worry. Will we see each other again? No doubt we can arrange more get-togethers, but they'd all be reunions over what was lost, not really building anything new. Nostalgia, not progress. Without the funplex, without Francine, will we eventually simply fall away? The dark little thought troubles me as I swirl my drink, remaining quiet while others talk. Beep beep! Ellie! Hey, Iris. Stop. Glad you're feeling better. Me too. I'm glad too. So, you want me to start finding you a new job? I can search while you're talking with your friends. No problem. I do need to get back to living my life. What sort of life do I want to live? I want my dream back. I don't just want a new job. I want my dream. My funplex. Not just 4 walls and a bunch of games, but a community. When I was a lifeguard, I'd save lives and made a safe place for people to enjoy the pool with friends. I'm not done with that dream, and more importantly, I don't have to be done with it. All around me are pioneers of this community, this culture, technicians, designers, enthusiasts, investors, people with connections. And that's when the idea starts to form. Friends, we are taking down Konami. We are gonna buy up that MFers friggin' palace, and we are gonna turn it into a legitimate arcade. Long term. That's the long term goal. We're gonna start smaller than that. You got a wiki link with a bunch of references? You like, send me the links in in Discord. Tia. Iris, can you search for commercial spaces? One for lease or rent? Huh? Of course, I'm a literal search wizard. Why? Oh, I think I get it. I step away from my quiet corner and approach the group. It's time to take back control over my dream. And that starts here. Ooh. Both of these. I like the more fluffy talk. I'd like to keep sharing my dream with you. No, I'm not ready for this to end. The crowd hushes when I grab their attention. I set my drink aside and step up to them. The Funplex was my dream. I came to see that in time. A wonderful place where friends could have fun together, away from their troubles and cares. I want to keep sharing that dream with you. There's only one way to make that a reality. We open our own arcade. Everyone in this room loved the Funplex and misses it dearly. We'll always miss Francine, but in honor of what we've lost, we need to keep fighting. I'm ready. Are you? Dun dun dun! They are both super duper cute. In fact, I'm like 99.99999999999 repeating certain everybody here is cute. The only one I'm not 100% sure of is Nightbot. Everyone else here is cute. Do know that for a fact. But Nightbot, not 100% sure. Who will help me start a new dream? I'd be honored to join your dream, Ellie. The Funplex saved me in a lot of ways. I won't let it go so easily. I'd love to join you. As would I. Faced with the prospects of spending my remaining days at home or at some other arcade, I'm absolutely in favor, love. I may be a mere customer, but my heart called the Funplex home, and it'll call your new arcade home as well. You've got my thanks, both of you. Okay, this is no longer a wake intervention, people. Now, it's a conspiracy. We're taking down Deko's palace. It's the goal. Nightbot gets situated, we can ask Nightbot if it's cute. Exactly. Exactly. Because being cute is cute. Is that denying being cute is one of the cutest things ever? Yeah, there's no winning. There's no winning. Y'all are cute. How it is. A Wake-Ter-Venspiracy. Ashley. It's a Wake-Ter-Venspiracy. Sure, why not? Settle down around the table. Nice round. One to discuss the future. I'm leading the show, but I don't take the spotlight. Not this time. We have to all work together to make this dream a reality. This is it. The next few decisions are going to be critical in shaping the future. I have, in my mind's eye, I'll need to choose very, very carefully because there's no take-backsies. Iris is looking for spaces we can use, but we're going to need money, obviously, and arcades are risky startups. I could always respond to one of the many Nigerian princes emailing me offers, but I'm thinking more traditional funding is safer. When I see it, there's 3 people here who could foot the bill to get us off the ground. Hamza, you've got a tangled web of connections in the industry, access to games and plenty of cash, and a freewheeling whimsy to spend it.
Hamza must consider this.
Resources, indeed. Percy, you've been building a charity war chest for when you pass. I know an arcade isn't sound investment, and it's hardly charity, but you promised me Mr. Moopy would always have a home. If I can help restore that home, I'm game, love. Then, Matt, you two know how to run a small business. You've got invaluable knowledge and resources. We could draw from you. You're willing to dip a toe in the industry. Look, there's a very simple solution to this. All three of you, get in here. We have been looking for new horizons to conquer. New lands to explore.
There would
be caveats, terms, conditions, exemptions.
Rules,
Guidelines.
best practices.
Worst practices.
That's not a thing.
Oh.
Look, there are worst practices. Sometimes you can't live up to the best practices, so you gotta do with what you gotta do with. Those are the worst ones, but they're still practices, so they're better than things that aren't being practiced.
Hamza would likewise have conditions.
Of course.
As would I.
That is completely fair and expected. Understandable, of course. Let me hear your thoughts, then I'll decide. Decision 1. Funding and direction. In order for me to back your play, Hamza would require you to strike at the very heart of Deconame's... I mean, that hardly sounds like a condition. That sounds like a business strategy. Where the game changes into a tycoon. Oh my god, Arcade Tycoon would be awesome right now for the whole game to shift. And open a family restaurant alongside your arcade. Take from him the very business he adores so much. We don't know the first thing about running a restaurant, but not saying it's impossible. I think we could do it. Thankfully, your business partner does. I own several restaurants. I would provide staffing and resources. Now, this is a risky play.
No reward.
But if it succeeds, the reward shall be tremendous! Actually, that's similar to what Matt and I had in mind. Oh yes, but rather than a restaurant, we'd like to open a barcade! I've always wanted to run a bar. I'd raise a glass to that idea. After all, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. They're always glad you came. Now, it wouldn't be nearly as large scale as a family restaurant. Much safer. Not quite as profitable, but still quite tidy. Honestly, I'd prefer you simply ran a video arcade. Nothing more. Adding extras seems like a recipe for failure. We know how to operate a simple small-scale arcade, so why not stick with our strengths? I'll grant it has lower ceiling for success than the others. It's just an arcade and won't pull in anybody looking for more. Low risk, low reward. But I'd say that would be my condition. We need to stick to the basics. Ooh, all of those are good. I mean, go with Percy. We run an arcade, but like, partner up. Deal with Hamza for a family restaurant, always next to it, and the barcade, right, like, we can share resources and work together. You're not saying a whole story. Tycoon is the next game on the list, but you're not saying that either. Whole story Tycoon would be awesome. I would do it. Someone remind you to stop thinking every time you start thinking, it ends full of bear hearts, hugs. Soon it's going to affect the entire direction of New Venture. What do I want? What is my dream? I mean, so... my dream is definitely, like, the Percy route. For sure. So that's probably what I'm gonna pick. I do like Hamza's, like, desire to just crush Deco's palace. I do want my vengeance. You don't want Blackies? You don't have a word for cold or winter where you come from? It's cold and wintry right here. I can promise you that right now. Chilly. Okay. This is the, like... I have a combo of, like, I want to do mostly these two, as much as I love Ben and Matt. Like, There's two parts of it. There's the dream, which is just the arcade, and then there's that part of me that wants vengeance on Deco. It's hard. I wanna strike him where it hurts. Again, I want to do all three. I want to be like, okay, well, why don't we like triple threat this, right? Why go in individually? Instead of taking Hamza's resources and splitting them between an arcade and a restaurant, or Ben and Matt's resources and splitting them between an arcade and a bar, why don't we take all of Matt's and Ben's resources and make the bar? Take all of Hamza's resources, make the restaurant, and take Percy's resources and make the arcade. It's perfect. A collaboration. It's all one. Well, I know, but we could just find a location with enough room for three properties. This is what I'm saying. But anyways, I'm going with Percy's deal because that is the dream, and the dream is the priority. LA Dream's big, it's good. Look, it's collaboration is always the best way to get things done. But I have to stick with the dream. I like to stick to our core strengths. We know how to operate an arcade, so let's operate an arcade. Percy, I'd be honored if you lend your aid to that. Wonderful. Looking forward to working with you. It would be a wonderful legacy to leave, would it not? I suppose asking you to reach for the stars was a bit much. Percy's a good boy. Percy is. I also have a lot more history with Percy. But we'll still support you, whatever may come. Hamza admits to disappointment, but cannot defy your iron will. Bryce is a good boy. Look, I'm sorry, you two, but like... Okay, second thing we need to talk about is what sort of games we want. Oh no, this is easy. Funplex tried to do a little bit of everything, and we should too. We want to include all gamers, but we can also tilt our focus towards one style of play or another. Really provide best-in-class gaming for a specific audience. Any thoughts? Decision. Game. Focus. Retro games. It's gotta be all about retro games. You know, I'm capable of keeping those older games in tip-top shape. If we focused on retro games, we could serve an audience that Deco's completely ignoring. That is a very strong and 100% valid point. I would agree with Miss Fairchild. Retro games are an untapped market. I'll grant it wouldn't pull in as much profit, but we know gamers are seeking them. We don't have to make all the money, just enough to keep our pure and untainted dream afloat. And we can do that with a well-curated retro game library. Retro's cool and all, but let's talk esports games. They'll draw money better than jamming a magnet up your ass and dragging you through Fort Knox. Got a couple good fighters, more than one FOD, some race and dance games, kind of stuff where folks can compete head-to-head. We're golden. I have to agree with Queen Bee. You can play retro games on emulators and consoles, but you can't duplicate the community experience of an arcade at home. If we had esports focus, we could build something together which works as a second home for all sorts of gamers. I think you know what I'm going to suggest. Redemption and prize games. They provide excellent profits. It's the core of Deco's business model, yes, but I think if we focus on those games, we can do them right. No predatory pricing. No scams or rip-offs. You went with the best couple for that one? Just be over here questioning your dinner some more, oh boy. You love being completely unsure of yourself. It's just the best. Bear, take your time. It can be a long process. Take all the time you need. There's no rush for anything. You have some hearts and some hugs. Truth is, most people enjoy them. From kids wanting to win that big prize, the wistful adults recapturing their childhood dreams of playing skee-ball on the boardwalk. They're a simple play, and most of all, fun. If they're done right, we can make meaningful memories for everyone. Prizes. Did I mention the prizes? We can stock the shelves with the coolest prizes around, better than Deco's prizes, which fall apart 2 minutes after you get them. Which matches my ideal more? We'll have all three, sure, but we emphasize retro. Oh, we definitely retro. Like, it's retro. Like, even just from this here, that's the biggest untapped market that we can deal with. It's this. I mean, it's Naomi and Percy, let's be real. It's not even a question. Taco thinks that only new games make money. Let's prove them wrong and have the world's greatest retro-style arcade ever. I'll pick out only the best games. Don't worry, Naomi, don't doubt it. Looking forward to this project. Well, Percy, since you are a major investor in this endeavor, I hope so. Sometimes the answer's not cut and dry, sometimes it's definitely not. It's very flexible. It can be fluid, can shift and change. If you like 20 years to crack, doesn't have to be static either. Exactly. Even then you suppress it for another 10. It takes time. Takes time. And that's okay. 100%. So that's Bunny Games. Now, let's go beyond what we already had at the Funplex. Let's really make this something special. New projects. I want a defining feature of arcade. One which will make it stand out. Something nobody else is doing. Nobody's even thought of before. All ideas on the table. If it was too outlandish for the Funplex, it's not too outlandish for me. Show me what you got. Well, I mean, I'm not really part of this, but come on, you're my best friend and 100% part of this. I couldn't be here in this moment if it wasn't for you. What's your idea? Branding. I'm freelancing now, which means I could come on board as your personal brand manager. One heck of a consulting gig. An arcade needs really stellar image management to stand out from the rest. Like the event poster I made for you. Oh, hey Juniper, I can add to that. What if we work together? I was thinking of designing a new mascot costume anyways. But I could collaborate and coordinate with you on how it'll all tie into the visuals for the rest of the arcade.
Yes!
It's a winning combination. Ashley and I could do great work together, coming up with some really stellar branding and marketing. We'll stand out in a crowd. Well, I know exactly what sort of project I'd want us to do. Streamer support. Assembling and packing away my streaming rig each day is ridiculous, and duct taping a webcam in front of the screen is a lousy hack. If I could step right up to a game and, I don't know, swipe a card or something and be streaming with a direct feed in seconds, well, I could think of a dozen streamers who'd just flock to our place to get a piece of that. Actually, I think I know how we could do that. Also, again, this seems like something that it shouldn't be choose one. This should be do all of. You guys are silly. You wonderful, wonderful people. And hello, Anino, how are you doing? Hurts and Hugs, what is shaken, friend? How are you doing? I could rig up general purpose daughter board, which plays man in the middle with the video feed, works with an RFID, router to get streamers info, ties into a central video encoder on the Wi-Fi network. I could make that happen without damaging any classic hardware. Once more in English, please. I know software, not hardware. You stick a thingy in the thing and everything works just fine. Sure, there's some legal and copyright issues to tackle, but if we can do it, let's be the world's first streaming arcade. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome anyways. Always side with Naomi no matter what the idea. I mean, it's a pretty good plan. Not a whole lot. You're sitting here being all fancy. I saw the pic. That's the red one, right? The red jacket? I think I saw you posted a picture of it on Twitter, I think. I saw it, and you know, it does look fancy. Naomi number one. Sounds right? I was thinking, well, the reason why older games are considered a dead end is that they don't work in the ticket game ecosystem. Why not add ticket output to normal games? We can reward skilled players with prize tickets based on their high score or speed of completion.
With the right balancing, we could make old games just as desirable as new ones. That is also a phenomenal idea. Ooh. Ooh. As Naomi said, there may be legal hurdles to clear, but I'm in favor of this idea. Not that I love prize games, I find them boring personally. You know, I favor pinball. But profit is the lifeblood of an arcade, and prize games are profitable. We can get Moopy producing tickets, well, that's something nobody's ever done before. Whew, do we want to have really good branding? Again, why must we choose one of these things? This seems like a thing that we should be doing all of. We should have solid branding. We should have the arcade streaming stuff, because that's part of marketing and branding. But we should also think about the bottom line and do the tickets. Strip support! I mean, that's... Look, so, not only am I biased because Naomi's a part of it, but I'm also a streamer, and I think that'd be really rad IRL. So, like, it's a two-tiered bias for me, and it doesn't damage the games. Which one? I'll do all those things. Which do I want to do? Which do I want to focus on? I know, but I want to focus on all of them. I think, again, like, the thing is, like, especially, like, the high score hunters, especially for feeling, like, retro games, that can it just, this satisfies me at a level of just, yes. So, this isn't a Tycoon game, it should be, though. I want to be on the cutting edge of technology in the arcade community. Do whatever you have to do to integrate 20XX broadcast systems into our game. Finally, no more hauling around a bunch of duct tape and webcams. New tech project, not just repairing old monitor? Yeah, you won't regret this. No, I think it's gonna be good. One more thing. Final decision. The name. This is going to be My Baby by Dream Arcade. I've got a name already in mind for it. So barring any objections, I would like you all to... What's the name of the arcade? It's not Arcade Spirits. That's for sure. What is the name of this new arcade? Fun time, dear quick. Well, like, I was like, the Funnerplex? The heartbeat is in the game, right? Nami? Yes, that is 100% correct there. You had to go with Arcade Spirits because you went with the barcade? Pirate Arcade? That was too strong. I think we have to go with... What do we want to call it? I mean, so here's part of it. With Percy... funding a big chunk of it, like, that would be a nice homage to Percy's contribution. Arcade woof woof. Syntax error. Ooh, I do like that. What was the other guy's arcade? Deco Nami? Or Deco's Palace? Deco's Palace? Nice, Percy and Iris mentioned in your name. Well, that's, I like it. I like it. But the biggest concern is the retro part, because we specialize in retro, but we're not exclusively retro. Arcade systems could work. Retro transition. Arcade system would work. Somehow, how do I incorporate so I think I want systems. I think I want that in there somehow. But I think I want something like with the streaming stuff, like how do we incorporate that side of things into it? Ooh, cyber. I like cyber retro systems. I do like that. Like if it was like that. Cyber retro systems? That's not too bad. Cyber lends that modern. Or maybe like online retro systems? I don't know. This is important. This is the brand that we're gonna have to market. So it's ridiculously important. Retro systems. Ooh, that's good. Boom, I like it. Retro systems online. And like when I hear that, I hear like the you know, like the like old timey movies. I say old timey movies, they're not really that old, but anytime a movie when like you enter like when any sort of like robot or AI or computer program goes online, and it's like, in this case it would be Retro Systems Online. I love it. Retro stream stems. River as a sidestep to a stream. Retro System. I like Retro Systems Online. I like it. Or Connected. Retro Systems Connected. Ooh. I'm gonna go with Connected because, check this out. So online is like part of it, but Connected is a term that can be referred to as community. It can online seems a little bit more like it's not a place you go to, but connected is coming together. It's good. I like it. Now I'm sad that this doesn't exist. There we go. This is it. I think this is it. Can I think of anything better? You were going for a Star Trek reference, like computer online? Well, no, I know, and I had that, like, I got that sound in my head, but I've got to think of what the customer's going to perceive at. Like, you know, with Kristen, like, the board game cafe that she ran was called Unplugged, which she didn't come up with the name for it, but there was a philosophy behind it, right? So, gotta focus on the connected instead of just the online. So Arcadey McArcade Face, probably not a good suggestion. I mean, it's a great suggestion, but I think we're gonna go with Retro Systems Connected. Retro Systems Connected. Let's do it. Boom. Retro Systems Connected. Is that right? It is. That works. Retro Systems Connected. Let's call it Retro Systems Connected. Hype! I like it. We can work with that. Let's hear it for Retro Systems Connected! Hype! We can just call it RISC for short. Our home lives again! How exciting! Bleep yeah! A toast then? One by one, everyone raises their glasses. I fetch my room temperature drink and raise mine high in turn. Ooh. For those we've lost and those we've yet to meet. I like it. Now let's get super drunk. Or the together we can accomplish anything. I like both of those a lot. I like both those a lot. But I think I want to go with this one. For those we've lost and those we've yet to meet. For Retro Systems Connected and the future. For Retro Systems Connected! Aw, yeah. Coming together. Aw, yeah, Tia. Very not lewd. Losing everything, then getting it all back, and then some. It's been a roller coaster of a week, to be sure. But I can't rest now, absolutely not. I need to take charge of this project, and my life in general. I have to do for them what Francine did for us. That's okay. I'm ready, and I'm willing. This is our time. Lucia wants stuffed animals sleep. Keep things sleep. It's sleep time, Tia. Look, we're at the end. Cleared level 6. A winner is you. Proving to be gentle, sweet, and compassionate. Of course I am. Also, you've scored 2150 points. 21,050 points. Shops in the volcano-devastated city of Pompeii bear the characteristics of a pizzeria. That's a neat, if a bit depressing pizza fact just for you. You want to save my game? I do. Save the game. Right there. Yes. Okay. And, as much as I do want to continue playing this into the wee hours of the day, I also need sleep. And Tia needs sleep. And I've got a busy day tomorrow. And I'm sure some other ones of us here need sleep. So, everybody, this is where I'm going to call it a night. Looking like a 2 out of 6? What's a 2 out of 6? I don't understand. But yes, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I had an absolute blast. This game is awesome. I like it. Even if it did pretty much almost make me cry, and then it made me really, really angry. That is playing with my emotions. Nothing. So much for Wonderful Stream. It's always good to see you. Hearts, hugs, always nice to see all of you. And Puma, thank you for them biddies. Always, always super appreciate it. Everybody, if you enjoyed the stream and you're not already doing so, please go ahead, give me a follow up there. That way they can be notified about when I go live next, which will be Sunday, ideally, unless like catastrophe happens. I do want to say that we're going to be putting in a floor in my bedroom tomorrow. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. And then I've got to move all the stuff in here out. So, like, my stream setup's going to be in limbo, so hopefully it's not going to interrupt streams, but it might for the next little bit while because we got to put a new floor here, too, so, anyway. Oh, wait, gotta read chat real quick. Okay, Felix is the side of a great game. It is. Two Flower Maker again. They're good. They are. Yeah. Follow me. Be notified when I go live next. Should be Sunday with more of this. Discord, Twitter, Facebook. All the links are down there, and Kitty already posted them in chat. Thank you for that, sweetheart. Tia, have yourself a nap. Everybody, rest well. Dream pleasant dreams. Ideally of this awesome new arcade that's opening up. Right? That's what you missed. Helix! You're late! I'm opening up my own arcade. I'm going to bed. It's late, Helix. Everybody, Helix is also a lovely maritime streamer that you should be checking out. What else? What else am I sign up? That there, at the end of the stream, I do like to take us on an adventure. We're gonna go raid somebody. Let me see. Who's online? Let's see. Where are we going? Let us head to... I'm leaning towards there. Oh, there's a couple of good options. Why must you make my decision-making so hard? Great Andy or Us? Or Kyle Poops McGee? I don't think I know Ham. Is he not in Maritime Streamers? He should get in there. Let's head on over here. 'Cause I don't think we've ever had an opportunity to raid her before. So we are gonna go raid the Maritime Streamer Vedella. Let's go give her some syntax errors. What is she playing right now? She is playing Pummel Party. I don't know what it is, but it looks cute. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Have yourselves a lovely rest again. Seriously. Seriously. Do the sleeps. Do it. Get rest. And I will see you all later. Take care. Toodles! Mwah!